Hello, hello, hello! What's up this morning, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fine Tuesday to y'all, and I guess pizza day to y'all. Good to see ya, good to see ya, good to see ya. What is up, Silty Smackers, System, Thornblood, Jurgen? How is everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone having an amazing Tuesday. Richard was unhinged yesterday in the podcast with the take, you should buy the product even though you don't like it for the new players. Tell me about it. I mean, I feel like I responded to that pretty well because I thought that take was kind of insane personally. Like, to me, it's like kind of the opposite of how I think about things, where I'm like, if you don't like something, the literal most productive thing you can do would be not to, I mean, complaining on social media is fine, and I think it can occasionally be productive, but the best message you can send is like, if I don't like a set, just like, don't buy the set, don't go play with the set. Like, that is literally, in my opinion, the exact right way to send a message to a company. So we'll say, make a magic card for the 26-month. Walking home last night, I passed a slice of apple pie, an ice cream sundae, a lemon cheesecake, and I said to myself, this street seems strangely deserted. Very good. Very good. Make a magic card. What's up, Dylan Hunter? Lucid. Good to see you, Lucid. Does anyone else saffron and olives, or is it just me? I don't even like olives, and I don't even know really what saffron is for. I know it's like a spice or something, but I don't think I've ever eaten it. Your response was great. The only thing I would add is the price of pre-release is way up. Yeah, I think that's a good point as well. And I mean, that applies to all UB sets, right? It's just like more expensive to go to pre-release. So if you're thinking in like, I don't know, on a tight budget, or maybe you want to do something else with that money, that could also play into it as well. Has negative coverage from your favorite influencers affected your feelings about TMNT? Oh, I mean, I watched that prop video and now I hate it. I don't know what to say. It's like I was brainwashed. I watched a YouTube video and now I can't think for myself anymore. I was really sad and angry with Richard to his speech about how we should go to pre-release anyway to facilitate fun for newcomers. Yeah, I think that I mean, I don't want to speak for Richard because it was Richard's take. My thinking on that was, I mean, I definitely see it kind of the opposite way, and I think I said that on the cast. I think the most I can make sense of what Richard was saying, and I think this does make sense to me to some extent, is like, if we're going to be a community, sometimes you just like, do something that maybe you don't like as much as something else for the sake of the good of the community, to let other people have a good time. And I think I kind of like, from that light of a perspective, I can see where that's coming from, right? Like, there's been times when I'd be like, hey, I'd really like to play some Modern today, but everyone wants to play Commander. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have fun and play Commander, even though I really would rather be playing Modern instead. So from that perspective, if I squint hard enough, I can kind of like see it from a meta perspective. The thing I really disagreed with, though, is I feel like not showing up to pre-release or not buying a box is like the single best thing you can do to send a message that you want something to change. Like, that's only language that companies understand is money. So that's the only way we can speak to them is with our money. And our money is our attendance at pre-release, buying pre-release packs, buying boxes, etc., etc., etc. So I actually think that if people don't like something, the exact right thing to do is not go to pre-release. So I couldn't really get behind the like, just suck it up and go for the sake of, all the new players. Because I just put the responsibility on Wizards, right? Like, I would think that the idea would be Wizards should make sense that make Magic players want to go to pre-release, and then everyone goes to pre-release and has a good time because they want to be there playing with the cards that Wizards made. Not that, like, somehow the community's wrong because they need to like, show up to pre-release even if they don't like the set for the sake of other people or something. So, interesting podcast. But anyway, what are we doing today? Crazy how with Strixhaven coming soon, we'll have no Dimir archetype for 4 sets in such a short time span. It is kind of weird. I do not understand how this limited is going to be. How was pre-release for everyone? The Goldfish podcast becomes Gaslight says sometimes when you have the businessman and ultimate consumer arguing against him. I mean, I actually think that is part of what makes the podcast interesting for me is we all like I think we have really good chemistry together. We're great friends. We've been working together forever, like friends forever. So all that stuff I think is really good for the podcast, but the perspectives are very, very different because you have, like you said, Richard is kind of the businessman. You got Krim, who's just the ultimate consumer. And then you got me that is, I'm the DIY kind of like hippie punk guy. Like that's right. The corporations and money and all that stuff.
I made these cool posters for a local Cuba event.
So we're all,
Would love your feedback.
Very, very different Very, very different perspectives, which I hope makes for a good podcast because you're hearing different perspectives. But it definitely leads to situations where a take that Richard or Krim has would be very different than how I see things or how I see the world. But hopefully that's part of what makes the podcast interesting. We have a new donation from Lucid. Hey, Seth, I made these cool posters for a local Cube event. I would love your feedback and thoughts. Oh, let me see, Lucid. Oh, wow. Those actually look super. That looks super cool. All right, I like it. Your quest is calling. Magic the Gathering Cube Draft every Thursday, 6 to 9. Games at Hampshire Hall. Be there and be square. Cube Draft with a cube. Okay, I like it. You ever watch the movie The Cube? I think there's like a whole bunch of them. There's like several. They're like, I don't know. I actually think the first one was kind of good. It's like this weird kind of like sci-fi horror, maybe. I don't know. But I thought the cubes, they get, I think, worse as they made like the fifth one or whatever, but the first one is pretty sweet. Don't walk, storm into Magic the Gathering Cube Draft every Thursday. Hey, that's a good one. I like it. Cube Draft. Those actually look great. So the only thing I would say, I think they all look really good. One thing I've learned from doing YouTube thumbnails is big text is usually good on things. It might not look as good, but I think if these are going like on a store, in a street window, as people are walking by, I would guess, even though I think this one is like probably the cutest, my guess is the one with the big text will be the most successful. This one, I wonder if people, even though I love the lines and I think the text is really good, if you're just walking by in the street or something, will you actually get it in time? When this is like, boom, all right, Cube Draft, I know what's going on, but I think they all look really good. I think they all look really good. Is that the one with Samuel Jackson? No, it's like a bunch of no-name people from, I don't know, it's like 90s, maybe 80s. It's like an old sci-fi horror movie, series of sci-fi horror movies. Oh, it's just Cube, not The Cube? Okay, maybe it's just The Cube. Or maybe it's just Cube. Greetings from Austria. Hey, welcome, Rainier. Did you see the cheating? We got some news. I mean, maybe we'll see. So the plan for today. Here's the plan for today. TMNT is going to drop at some point. I want to try TMNT draft and see if it's as bad as people made it sound at pre-release. At pre-release, people made it sound like you pretty much have to be black, but I want to try it out. So we don't know when the set's going to drop. It could be any time. I'm actually going to restart right now. Avert your eyes, the desktop. Oh, it's not too bad. It could have been fuller. But as soon as that goes live, we're going to try it. In the meantime, we might do a cube draft. We'll see how soon it goes up. The cheating thing was pretty wild. I made a short about it this morning, but it was it was pretty blatant. And there's a pretty good, I think it's a good reminder. If you're playing tournaments in paper, please shuffle your opponent's deck. Like, if they crack a fetch, shuffle the deck. If there's some reason you should be shuffling your opponent's deck, please do it, because there will be people who are not as ethical as you are, and they will try to cheat you. So I think that's a good reminder from this whole situation. Is that something? Yeah. The defense was oh my god, the defense was so insane. Like, the defenses was mind-blowing, because if you didn't see the cheat, let me see, can I find the cheat? Hang on. So if you didn't see this cheat, okay, here's the actual cheat. So the cheat was pretty simple. I was monitoring him over the weekend, and the player was essentially, when they would shuffle their deck, they would just find a card that they wanted, and they would put it on the top of their deck, and then they'd do a couple shuffles without changing the top of the deck, and then draw the card that they wanted. So this was them putting, like, an endurance on the top of their deck. So it's very obvious, and there's, like, at least 3 videos that people have found so far of the same player doing it on the same weekend. So it's very hard to think that it was, like, some sort of accident or fluke thing or, like, whatever, because it happened so many times. But then after getting called out on it, someone was like, oh, you could have at least taken 2 from the Vampiric Tutor, saying that instead of being a fetch, they were playing it like a Vampiric Tutor. And the answer, oh my god, the answer was so bad. Sure, but it would actually be very smart to cast a Vampiric Tutor for a practically useless card. I think this might be the worst defense to cheating that I've ever heard. I would just rather have you yell, Underground Dojo Keyboard Cage Fighters or something like that. At least that was entertaining and memorable. But in this case, it's ridiculous for a couple of reasons. One is Endurance is actually what you want against Ruby Storm, right? They're a deck built around Past Inflaming back their graveyard. So it's kind of silly on its face. The other thing is, the land that they fetched out was a Surveil land. So if you actually think that your top card was that useless, a practically useless card, Would you not have just surveilled that card away? Why would you have kept the practically useless card? So the defense is like contradictory on its face as well. So yeah, I mean, shuffle your opponent's deck, because there are people that will take advantage of that. I mean, I've seen people blame the opponent, and so it is, I believe it is true that if you're playing in a tournament, you are supposed to shuffle your opponent's deck. So I think it is, the opponent made a mistake by not shuffling the deck, but I also think that's nowhere near an excuse for cheating. Like, I mean, when it comes down to it, it sounds a little victim blamey to me. Like, yes, it is correct that the opponent should have shuffled the deck. That is the best thing you can do to avoid getting shuffle cheated, is always shuffle your opponent's deck. But I can't be like, oh, dude, like, because you didn't shuffle your opponent's deck, you deserve to have your opponent stacking endurances and force negations on the top of their deck. Like, yeah, I can't actually get to that point. But yes, it is a good reminder to always shuffle your opponent's deck. Anyway, reminders. Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. We had another bracket match yesterday. Rexer from 98 against Bant Company from 2016. Creature decks 20 years apart, which I thought would be very interesting. Turns out the creatures got better over the years. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that creatures over the past 20 years got better and better? Shout out to our sponsor, Card Kingdom. If you need some Magic cards, you get them over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Also, chat, before we start playing Magic, so I had something I wanted to ask you about. So next week, Krim's gonna be gone. He's traveling, doing this and that. So we got to do a special Commander Clash. And we're gonna do an Anything Goes episode. And I cannot figure out what to play. I want to play something that's spicy and that I haven't played before. I was looking through like secret lair commanders that I've never even read before, but I wanted ideas. If you have any ideas of what would be a sweet, unique Anything Goes deck that I could play, I'm definitely open to commander suggestions, because I got to put a deck together in the next few days for next week's episode. I was reading Jaws, the one out of the Secret Lairs commander that caught my eyes most. Jaws is interesting. Where'd it go? There's one that, like, whenever your opponent has to guess, or this thing, the Celestial Toymaker. Whenever it attacks, look at the top 3 cards of your library, exile any number of them face down, the rest in a face-up pile. If any player chooses one of those piles, put in your hand. At the beginning of each end step, each opponent loses 2 life for each spell or ability that caused one or more players to guess or to group cards or permanents into piles. What in the world? What in the world is that ability? It's just like I don't think I've ever seen this card before. Caring about grouping cards into piles is very unique. I don't know if it's good, but it's very unique. So Celestial Toymaker kind of caught my eye. I'm open to any style. Like, I'm open to really any style. I just want to do something that is different, that I've never done before. What's your Celestial Toymaker? Do you like it, Tassinker? Is it actually fun to play? They're only like 20. Yeah, I was looking through the EDH Rec suggestions, and there's you get to play a lot of weird cards. I do like commander decks that play like Fighter Flight. Like, who plays Fighter Flight? Cards, Epiphany at the Drown Yard, and so far. Artists. These are cards you never play. Liar's Pendulum to make your opponent guess. It's cool that you get to play all these cards that you never play in anything else. There might just not be enough support for it, though. Autism for Gaming. Hey, Goldfish, do you have time to check out these 2 decks? I've made one is built to be the Reaper King. Ooh, I do love me. I can't play Deadpool. I don't have Deadpool. Turtles should be coming on anytime. I think for me, normally, it is sometime between 11 and 12 Eastern time. It could be as soon as like 2 minutes. It could be as much as, well, worst case, something goes wrong and it could be hours and we miss the whole thing. Worst case, I would say 45 minutes. That's when it usually is based on past sets, but it really depends on things going smoothly in Wizards getting things done right. Does coin tossing count as a guess? I think it literally has to say the word guess, and coin flip cards do not say guess on them. So I think it literally has to say, like, Liar's Pendulum. This card's so bad, but you can find it with Urza's Saga. Pay 2, tap it, name a card. Target opponent guesses whether that card with that name is in your hand. You can reveal your hand. If you do, and your opponent guessed wrong, you draw a card. I do love the design. Like, it is a very good design for what it is, but yeah, stuff like that. Let me see Autism. Oh, I have 10 manas. I have 10 mana commander for 5. Ooh, yeah, Reaper King's so fun. One of my favorite 5-color commanders. Reaper King. Do we have any scarecrows? So Reaper King, get it down on the cheap. I mean, that looks sweet. I like it. And what's the second one? Tokens everywhere. Ooh. Warnog, a Raiders champion. That looks sweet. I've never played with or against a Warnog deck before. What does Warnog do? Oh, it's the investigate one. Maybe I did play against this one. So kind of a token deck. That looks sweet. They look good. They look good, Autism. I like them. I like them. Oh, Plane Chase Commander. We thought about doing a game that was like every game mode at once. I don't know what you call it, but like the old Vanguards from the 90s and Plane Chase and like all of that, but just put them all together. Put them all together, everything at once. Everything at once all the time. Do you know how Red or Is It decks will make token copies of non-token creatures like writer replication effects? How about a color bend of that into Selesnya as a deck to play? Ooh, wait, are there Selesnya cards that do that? Is that a thing? I gotta get the stranger. So Jax, my little brother, my little nephew Jax, he really likes Stranger Things, so I gotta get him the Stranger Things cards. I think that might be the thing. I showed him, and he was like very interested, and he's been getting into Pokemon. So I'm hopeful that maybe that'll be the thing that actually gets him into Magic over Pokemon. It was so, oh man, I mentioned this. It was so good. So I was over at my sister's house over the weekend, hanging out with Jax. Jax been getting a Pokemon. He got a Pokemon pack for like $4 or $5 or whatever from the dollar store. He opens it up and he gets this like $800 Charizard, Mega Charizard EX or something. I don't know Pokemon cards well enough, but he opens this like $800 card. And I looked up the set. It's like there's no other card in the set worth more than like $30 or something. So this is like getting the serialized card or like the headliner. It is the like unbelievably good open. So he opens a $700 card. He's just excited because it's Charizard. He's never opened Charizard before, and apparently that's the thing that he really cares about is just the characters. Which there's like this innocence kind of to kids collecting cards, which is kind of I'm almost jealous of. I think you lose that as you go along. But he was just excited with Charizard. I was like, oh, you should sell that and think of all the cards you can get. If you sell it for $700, you get a ton more cards. Because what are you gonna do with one $700 card? And he was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I was like, at least don't give it away. At least don't give it away. Because he always just gives his cards away to his friends. And he was like, you just told me not to sell it. You just told me not to sell it. That's just giving it away for money. Or you just told me to sell it. That's just giving it away for money. I was like, wait, I guess that's kind of true. Like, in some sense, if what you really care about is having the Charizard, if that's what really matters the most to you, it doesn't really matter if you give it away for free or give it away for money. The end result is you no longer have what you really want, which is the Charizard. So in some weird sense, I was like, wait, that actually is kind of right. Like, from this innocent, pure, I like Charizard collecting Pokemon card perspective, I think that was actually kind of correct, and I was kind of blown away by it. But anyway, yeah, he's got a point. That viral video of the kid in the hospital pulling crazy Pokemon cards feels good. Yeah, there's a channel called, I think, Coops Collectibles or something like that, and it's probably the most heartwarming channel I've ever seen on YouTube. It's just shorts, and it's like this Pokemon vendor, and it's just these little kids coming up to him and wanting their favorite Pokemon, and him just giving him the stuff for free. And it's always there's not much that just heartwarming on YouTube Shorts, and that's one of the actual just heartwarming things. So they love the pod this week. No way you should get rid of the legend rule. Ooh, I was gonna ask you about that. It's a great restriction to deck building and gameplay. The legend rule was an issue before UB. They need to design for it better. I actually think that's kind of not true, in the sense that I think the legend rule was becoming a problem before UB. Like, I think legend creep was happening. I think UB kind of sent it to the stratosphere because there's so many named characters, and because of Wizards' rule that if it's a named character, then it has to be a legend. I can see arguments for not getting rid of the legend rule. I can definitely see the arguments on that side. I do think they need to do something, though. Like, here's options I can see. One is you get rid of Universes Beyond altogether. The problem goes away. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen because Universes Beyond wakes the good ones make way too much money. So I just don't even bother to argue or think about that because I think there is literally right now a 0% chance of Wizards being like, you know what, to fix the legend rule, we'll just go back to all in universe sets. So not even really worth thinking about, but that would solve the problem. You could just change the rule that every named character has to be legendary. And then when you print a common Ninja Turtle or whatever, just don't make it legendary. That would solve the problem. Just printing less legends. I don't think Wizards will do that because they want to be like, you can open a Ninja Turtle in every pack or whatever. And that means putting them at common. And they want them to show up in limited and so forth. So I don't think that's really realistic. Which kind of narrows it down to changing or getting rid of the legend rule in some way. Do you actually think it would be bad to get rid of the legend rule? Like, what about this? What if you get rid of the legend rule? Yeah, we can. Here, I'm going to restart one more time and see if the Turtles updates went in. And if not, we'll just jump into a queue while we wait. Like, what if they got rid of the legend rule and just made, I don't know, a new mechanic called leader or something, where if a card is going to be legal to be your commander, it has the leader mechanic on it, or whatever, choose a word, whatever the best word is. Like, what if there was some way to just let people know that a card can be legal as your commander? This is I don't know how to do traditional, I don't think. What if there's a way to let people know the card can be legal as your commander, but it doesn't have any rules baggage for 60 card formats? You exploit the legend rule with the One Ring all the time. That is true. That is true. We're still gonna try to do a Turtles draft, but we're gonna do a powered cube, at least a chunk of it, while we wait for the update. So with the cubes on Arena, once you get into them, I believe you can finish even if the clock runs out. So we don't have to finish in 36 minutes, although in 36 minutes, Turtles should be up. So maybe we do a super turbo-y draft and just win super quickly. We should get rid of the printing of millions of legends. If we use the rule from now on, we just have to basically throw out Spider-Man and Turtles. Sounds great to me. I mean, I'm down with throwing out Spider-Man and Turtles. Ooh, okay. Pack 1, powered cube. We have 0 power. 0 power. What are the best cards in this pack? So, I love Library of Alexandria. I think Library of Alexandria is an easy first pickable card. The thing I would say about Library of Alexandria, though, is it tends to lead to slow decks. And if we're trying to aggro people out so we can do TMNT in 45 minutes, it might lead to a deck that takes longer to win than we'd like. So what are the other options? Random green cards don't seem great. Atroxa, good reanimation target. Ugin, if you can ramp into it, is good. I like Dak Faden. Not going to first pick Dak Faden. Force Negation's fine, but not super great. Yeah, we just gotta take Library, right? Like, this pack's not very good. It's easily the best card in the pack. What do we get in pack? That is a Mana Tithe. I do love Mana Tithe. Literally one of my favorite cards. Mox Diamond might be the best card in the pack. Crabomination is hilarious but horrible. VB is very, very strong. It puts us into some sort of like Izzet style deck. I don't know if I want to commit to Izzet this early. VV Spellslinger is good. It is a good archetype. And there's a Planisphere. This might be where you could like take VV and get Planisphere on the wheel, maybe. I kind of just want to take Mox though, rather than commit to anything. I don't really want to go into 2 colors right now. Like, right now we don't really have much of a direction. Mana Tithe is tempting just because I love it, but I think we just take Mox Diamond and then go from there. It's hard to go wrong with a Mox, even the bad Mox. Drago Blue White would actually be a very good archetype with Library. I just don't know if we want to do a Drago Blue White draft right now, because then we never get to the TMNT stuff. How was everyone's pre-release? How was everyone's pre-release? Oh, first off, how many of you went to pre-release? Because I've heard the attendance was pretty bad, at least in some places. What do we take here? Man, this pack is, man, we've had some bad packs. So, like, Remand is good for the control strategy if we want to do library stuff. Kappa Cannoneer if we want to try to be art. The Utopia Sprawl is powerful if we end up in green. Frantic Search is good in, like, a Storm-style deck. I honestly have no idea what to take out of this pack. I guess Multiversal Passage is, like, mid-fixing. I'm kind of leaning towards just taking Remand of all things. Tennis was not great at the LGS. I mean, I think we just take Remand. I didn't go, but because next set is next month. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? There's so many sets. There's so many sets now that if you skip a pre-release, you're gonna have another one in what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month. Oh, we could just go Remand Tribal. Take the reprieve to go with the Remand and go full on control. Full on control. Pinnacle Emissary does work with the Mox. That Kappa Cannoneer might come back. We could be like Artifact Aggro. Brainstorm, if we get some fetches, is always good. Reprieve, I mean, even more remands. You can never have too many remands. Yeah, I don't get a pre-release that often either. Brainstorm's good if we get fetches. Legend of Keurig. Tundra might actually be the correct pick, honestly. Dark Ritual. Yeah, I don't know if we're actually storming here. Is Keurig actually good in Powered Cube? 2 Preordains and a Trench Coat for 4 mana? That's kind of a lot. Tundra is probably the correct pick. You know what? I think I just take Tundra. Like, usually, taking original dual lands is usually the correct thing to do. Like, if you don't have an obvious pick, ooh, all right. Washitong, pretty powerful card. Gitaxian Probe. I actually like Gitaxian Probe way more than I should. I feel like it's great in Storm, obviously, because it ups the Storm count. But I actually think that just the information you get of knowing your opponent's hand makes it worth playing in other decks, too. Like, I think it's just good enough because of the info. I mean, Washitong's probably the pick. It lets us refill for the library. We are just slowly becoming a blue-white control deck, though. Hey, what's up, dog? How are you? I was watching the podcast and they talk about legendaries. I was thinking, would adding a unique as a super type is a designation of a named person, but it doesn't have the legend rule as a one of on the field. What do you think? That is I actually think that's a good idea. That's actually something that Mark Rosewater has actually pitched in the past. Like, that's one of his solutions to this. Even before UB, in Mark Rosewater's defense, Turtles isn't out yet. It should be within the next half hour, probably, I would guess. Half hour to, worst case, an hour, I would think. So hopefully, by the time we're done with this cube, we should be able to do some TMNT. TMNT-ing. Oh, a Bororoid. My standard nightmare. Oh, God, a Bororoid. Oh, thank you, Dog of Myth. I hope I explained it well enough that people could get it. I thought it was, like, it's so funny. On one hand, people just like cheating stories because they're interesting. Yeah, we might just take former $100 standard card Jay's worst flip walker. Didn't even graduate, flunked out of college. Who would say that? I mean, this is not... I don't even think Oracle of Alpha is actually a good card because it shuffles so much stuff you don't want into your deck. But it is a funny card, and it does put some very good cards into your deck. I'm curious, if you're a paper cuber, is it a bomb? If you're a paper cuber, blue seems kind of open. If you're a paper cuber, do you play Oracle of Alpha? I know it's an alchemy card, but I feel like they printed this in paper specifically for cubes. I mean, we gotta take it, right? We gotta take it. Shuffle some power into the deck. Oh, Mana Leak works with the control plan. Legend of Roku, I guess we're not even in white. We're just blue at this point. Like, right now we are mono blue. Yeah, let's take maybe we're mono blue control. How has it been in your cube? I feels like it'd be a really fun card to have in cube. Could take the Talesman, I guess. Thundering Falls could be useful in the future. Was this the VV pack, or is VV the next pack? Maybe we just take the Surveil land on spec, like just in case. Yeah, let's just take the land. One of my strategies for all right, so VV's gone, but Planisphere came back. So one person is trying to do it. There is the Mana Tithe. The only thing is, I don't think we can take Mana Tithe if we're I don't think we can take Mana Tithe if we're a blue-white deck. It's so much worse there. Because then people are expecting counters. Yeah, let's just take Lorien Reveal. That's fine. It's fun, just need to make sure people remove it from their deck every... Yeah, that would be the challenge, I guess. None of this stuff helps us. Let's take... You know what, let's take, I guess, Utopia Sprawl. If we end up Simic, could somehow do... Ooh, alright. Man, look at all these red cards. Apparently no one's storming. Let's take Reprieve. I still don't really know what our second color is going to be. Like... Really, all of our cards are blue so far. I don't think we want Goyf. Let's take, actually, I don't want Steel Seraph. Let's take the Goyf. And the Wither. Okay, let's get some power. Oh, no power. Not even a little power. You should play Tevel, Arbiter of Virtue for the Anything Goes Clash. Casting a Tooth and Nail for 2 green is amazing. Ooh, I've never played Tevel. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, I'm still taking suggestions. Still taking suggestions for that Anything Goes Commander Clash if people have other ideas. This pack's not great. No power. Nothing even really power adjacent. Commander Granzetta's good. Probably not for our deck. Swords might be the pick if we're going to go into white. Preordain is very good. Just as a cheap cantrip, I would just play Preordain. I think I would lean towards one of the either Swords or Preordain, honestly. We don't really have removal, though, so let's take Swords. Our first removal spell seems helpful. Ooh, Natural Order. I mean, Natural Order is a very strong card. Hey, I like Swords. I like Swords. Swords is great. It's great. It's really good. I can do you one better and literally mail you this to play if it could get there in time. Ooh, wow. That's quite the offer, Mega Magikarp. I've been working in mini games deck. They use as many cards that cause mini games to happen. That actually sounds kind of fun. Can we do anything with Enlighten too? I mean, Elspeth Stormslayer is kind of a fine finisher. Maybe it might just be Rat. Man, we are just going to be a freaking control deck, aren't we? We are actually just turning into blue-white control, which I think blue-white control is a good arc. Oh, no. Okay. I mean, all right. I got to say, chat, there is one card in this cube that I will draft over just about anything. Not because it's good, but because I think it's seriously just the most fun card in the cube. And I think that is Booster Tutor. Booster Tutor, I feel like I just have to take Booster Tutor because it's so fun. It is just such a fun card. Booster Tutor, I wish they made this card like standard legal or something so I could just play it more. Chrome Mox might be the best pick, but I love we'll figure out a way to splash it. We will figure out a way to splash it. It's so good. Is Crim not streaming much anymore? I feel like it's been weeks since I've seen him stream. I'm actually not sure. Crim always streams in the middle of the night my time when he does stream, so I'm never around to catch his streams because it's always like 3 a.m. my time or something ridiculous. I haven't heard that he's not streaming, although I do know he's doing a bunch of traveling. Like recently, he's on his way to, where? Singapore, I want to say, like in a couple days, and then Atlanta, so it might just be traveling schedule stuff. This Aang seems fine. We can take the Aang. He also has been doing more Riftbound. Is Riftbound actually good? I mean, drafting is pretty fun. I'm becoming more and more addicted to Limited lately. I've just been playing more and more Limited for fun. I don't know if I want the Surveillant for the Splash. We could have taken it. Hey, what's up, Dave Rios? How are you? Good to see you. Riftbound's super good. Oh, this pack's interesting. This pack is very interesting. So we have Daze, which I actually kind of like, but I don't know if we want to pick up our lands in a deck like this. We could just take Stock Up. Stock Up seems good. I mean, we're actually just a straight up control deck. Yeah, I think we just take the Stock Up. Figure out, we're like Esper, we're building a Crim deck. Ronald Grinder and Bucky Boomerang, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription, thank you. Have any of you watched Smiling Friends? I've been watching Smiling Friends lately. That show's hilarious. I told Phil about it. I was like, yeah, I've been watching Smiling Friends. It's really funny. And he was like, oh, wait. I know that guy. he used to make animations on Newgrounds, and he like went into the whole. I was like, oh, I didn't know, I just thought it was a TV show, but he went into the whole history of like, of like, oh yeah, he made Newgrounds things and he did all this animation that was really good. Yeah, I kind of love that show. Did any of you watch the I think we just take Solitude. Did any of you watch the newest season of Oh, is it actually the end of season 3 is the end of the show? I didn't even realize that. Did any of you watch the latest season of Fallout? I'm curious what people, we gotta take the Godless Shine. I'm curious what people think about it. Got canceled? They canceled Smiling Friends? No. Oh, I didn't. Oh, all right. All right. That's too bad. I was hoping there'd be more of it. What do you think of season 2? I don't think we make Field of the Dead work, but we'd make No More Wow, we have so many counters. We are really a crim deck. No spoilers. I guess we're playing Esper. I mean, we're both basically blue white control splashing booster tutor at this point. Man, white seems so open. So open. Huh. Do we need creatures? Does that matter? Do we want the Cosmogran Zenith? We have 5 creatures. Leyline Binding's like mid. Eagles, yeah, we'll take the Cosmogran. I think Cosmogran's fine. Yeah, I was someone who was never like super into Fallout. I played New Vegas and I liked it, but I was never like a huge, fanboy of the series or whatever. And I actually thought the show was really good. I like season 1 a lot, even as someone who didn't like the show. And then I thought season 2, I think I like season 1 better. I felt like season 2 felt more scattered to me and more like build-up-y to me, with maybe payoffs that haven't come yet in some cases. But I thought that season 2 was also good. Really, Priest? I don't know if I like, man, green. People do not draft green in this cube. Wait, don't do what? Was that critical of the show in some way? Wait, you got 3 free TMNT packs? Wait. Oh, weekly announcements. Okay, wait. Okay, after this draft, after we finish the drafting, we might have to restart Arena and see, because it might be TMNT. Oh man, where is all of our power? I think that might be a good way. They added the TMNT drafts. All right, we gotta finish drafting this at least, but then we'll figure out if we're gonna play it or if we're just gonna jump over to TMNT. What do we take here? Scolding's okay. Oust used to be good. Well, it used to be okay. It used to be playable. I have more respect for Parallax Wave now because of pre-modern. Now all of a sudden I view this as a scary card when I didn't used to view it as a scary card. Yeah, all right, we can take it. We can take it. Yeah, let's take Parallax Wave. I don't even know our plan for winning this game. We don't really have a plan for winning this game. That's what Booster Tutor's for. Booster Tutor in Oracle Alpha, they will find us ways to win. Celestial Colonnade could win the game. Blue Fetchland. Ooh, so Blue Fetchland gets Tundra. It gets Thundering Falls that we're not playing. Blue Fetchland is good. Mentor's also good. Yeah, I know. How do we end up with Blue Eye Control? We want to do a quick little draft and we end up with Blue Eye Control somehow. Mentor's also, do we need a finisher though? Like, do we actually need more finishers? Colonnade is also good, and I also like Thundertrap Trainer. Even Kaido would be fine, but we can't ninjutsu it very well. You know what? We're going to take Colonnade. We're going to build. I was on the fence between Mentor and Colonnade, but ooh. Okay. That's another good piece of our Black Splash. Mind Twist is kind of a very busted card. I mean, if we want to just be a control deck, Wandering Emperor is good. Subtlety's also maybe in the conversation. Miscalculation also kind of decent. I don't know if it's as decent as it used to be. I used to play this in Cube a lot, like 10 years ago. I don't know if it still holds up. Look at that art. We need more. Look at Karn. Why are those guys' hair standing up? What is even going on? We need more 90s magic art. We need more 90s magic art. Yeah, I think Emperor is the best pick here. Ooh, oh my goodness, that's a I mean, Snapcaster is what we're going to take. I don't think this is an upheaval deck as much as upheaval is literally like top 3 cube card for me, one of my all-time favorites. But this seems like a great Snapcaster deck. Like we have a lot of good spells for Snapcaster. Toxic Deluge would also be fine, but we already have a sweeper. Yeah, we'll take Snappy. Oh, Time Warp. Is a 5-mana extra turn spell any good? Like, do we want a 5-mana extra? It works with Snapcaster. The other option is Brazen Borrower, which oh wait, there's a Scrubland. Actually, we're just gonna take Scrubland. We're gonna take Scrubland. Scrubland helps with the splash. Man, I wish we could find a fetch. Oh man, no one drafts green in this cube. I swear to God. 7th pick Badger Mocha. People just do not draft green. Damn is good. Well, it's double black though. The Wrath mode is not double black. We're not gonna play Thalia. That's bad for us. I think we take the Dam. We'll see if we play the Dam. I don't think we have enough creatures to consistently crew Smuggler's Copter. Path or Consult? Consult, and it's kind of wild that 2 powered cube card draw effects are currently in standard. Like, we have Stock Up and Consult. They're both currently in. Wow, and we even get the Overlord on the wheel. I mean, Overlord's a decent finisher if we do need to actually kill our opponent. March of Otherworldly Light's also fine, but I feel like removal-wise, we're doing good. Let's take the Overlord. The reason, oh wow, we got the Mentor back too. Okay, well that's an easy pick. We got the Mentor anyway. I was not expecting to get the Mentor back. Well, take Aang's Iceberg. That's fine. We're actually gonna have to cut some cards. Okay, so chat. Here's my question for you, chat. Wow, and the subtlety. Wow, we're just no one is drafting anywhere near our archetype. We are just in a lane all our own because all of the blue-white control cards are just flying around this table. So here's a question for y'all, chat. What are we doing from here? We're wrapping up this draft. Apparently TMNT is live. How far do we go with the cube before we switch to TMNT? Like, do we play any games? Do we play the entire cube draft? Do we play a couple games? What do you think? What do you think? What's your vote? How much of this cube do we play before we switch to TMNT draft? I think playing at least one makes sense. 100% just go with TMNT. Cube's gonna be up for 50 years. I mean, I think we gotta at least play a game. We gotta at least play a game. I think there's gonna be more draft content this year, just because I've been drafting more. So I think that's gonna naturally lead to more draft content. Yeah, I think that is gonna happen, right? Everyone's just gonna switch to TMNT anyway. So, but we'll do a game or two and see how our record goes. But we are gonna switch over into TMNT before long. With TMNT, do we do pick 2? I feel like pick 2 is the worst format, but it might be the correct format because I think that's going to be the default draft mode for this, right? I do think it's a worse draft experience. Ooh, you want a secret? Let me see Chaos Factory Gaming. You don't like the pick 2, dog? I mean, I can't blame you. Oh, actually, you know what? Hang on. I'll be right back. Hey, Derby, entertain the chat. I've been meaning to do this for a minute, and I just now remembered. I know it's like a couple months old. It's a chair stream. Barby holding down the chair. I got this from from Dog. You sent me this a little while ago, and I said I wanted to show it off on stream. It is so good. I don't know. Let me see how well. I might need to go more full screen here. So Dog sent me this. So it's a magmatic Hellkite, some land destruction. It's signed, but it's even better than that. It's an artist proof, and it has a scoop sketch on the back of it, which is super cool, along with some basic lands, some beautiful basic lands, and an Edge of Eternity's play booster, which Edge of Eternity is hard to find. Did you see Wizard saying we're gonna crack it open? What is the best thing we can hit out of Edge of Eternities? A little opening stream. Let's see. Commons, common. Ooh, Cryogen Relic. That one sees play. Gene Polluter. Good card. Where are the rares? Seed Ship Impact. Virulence. Oh, Watery Grave. Watery Grave. That is a hit. Wow. Okay. Cannot go wrong with a Shockland. And Starwinder. I forgot that card existed. And Drix Faintmaker. Hey, that was actually a good pack. Thank you for the gift. The artist proof is super cool. Definitely appreciate that. And the pack was actually really good. And there's Bear wandering around. I'm putting Bear on a diet. You gotta go on a diet, bud. I know you don't like it, but you gotta do it. Bear's he's not happy about it, but he's gotta go on a diet. You gotta trim down, bud. All right, what are we cutting? Hey, we're doing the stream, baby. What are you trying to get on camera? You trying to have everyone see you? Is that what you're going for? Yeah. How are you, buddy? How are you, big boy? Go baby. Yeah, you big old boy. How are you? Can you be good while we do some streaming? We're gonna play some Magic, okay? Look at your loopy eye. There you go. Is that better? All right. You got your 15 minutes, bud. Now we're playing Magic. Go chew on your bone. I gotta switch. Oh, that's what it is. Breaking out of the that's even better, Doug. Yeah, I gotta replace the VV, but I don't know what to replace it with. We also need to cut cards so we can do this draft, so we can do the TMNT draft. We need to cut 4 cards. What are the 4 cards we're cutting? What are our worst cards? Learning feels good. Subtlety, Wrath, Emperor. I could see an argument for Parallax Wave. Maybe, how good is Cosmogrand? We got the Mentor now. Now that we have Mentor, maybe we get rid of Cosmogrand. Enlightened Tutor doesn't really do much. Mock Swords. Definitely keeping Booster Tutor because it's sweet. Did we cut the Dam? How much? We have a Dam in our... Maybe we don't need Parallax Wave. Maybe we don't. We already have 2 other Wraths. So we have so many Wraths and we have so much removal. Got him. Oh, God. Yeah, what is your vote for the dartboard? What is your vote for the dartboard? What about, do we go down Subtlety, Ang's Iceberg? How much removal? We have a Swords. We have a million counters. We have Wandering Emperor, Solitude, 2 Wraths. You know what? Let's go Ang's Iceberg. Let's run it like that. Parallax Wave is like kind of a weird... Is our mana right? I feel like Arena is trying to double black cast this, and I don't think we want that. I don't think we need that. We're going to cast it like a Wrath, most likely. 52% blue, 13% black. 1, 2, 3, 8 blue, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white, 3, 4, 5 black. Yeah, let's go down a black, up a blue. All right, there we go. I think 2 is probably fine. I could see going 1 even, but we might want the option to... I think that's fine. Let's go 2. I think 2 is good. Yeah, I just haven't found anything that I thought about Badger Mole Cub. Badger Mole Cub is the closest, I think, to going up on the dartboard right now. Oh, don't even joke about that. Dog Boy Mark, because Wizards will listen and they will do that. We are very very close, I think, to ending up with the D's nut card. Just like the guy's face from the meme. Yelling, got him. Oh, it's gonna happen. That is gonna happen. I know people say slippery slope, but sometimes the slope actually is slippery. I know it's a fallacy, but sometimes it's actually what happens. If the arena cube ends so soon, why does it even let you pay for it? So the sign ups end in whatever 20 minutes or whatever it is, but you can still finish your matches for a period of time after that. Well, all right, we got the library. We got the library, and we will start drawing some cards. Bagel and Schmears, that's not bad. John Gaudium. He was a mobster, right? These Squirrel Kings taps to produce 1 nut food token. If you make 1 slippery slope argument pretty soon, very good, very good. Very good. Let's play land past the turd. No, that's actually bad. Man, opponent. That's super annoying because now it means we don't get to library for a very long time, probably until we stock up, probably. Opponent. Well, now we don't even get to stock up. Okay. Well, I don't know. The problem is I'm turning off the library. That's the thing that matters here, is the library being turned off, not actually losing the card. It's that our library isn't going to draw cards, and that's what we were going to beat our opponent with. Staff of the Storyteller. Sure. Opponent going to try to draw some cards. Opponent passes. How do we even do this? I want to turn on the library so bad. Maybe we got to get to Washitong? Maybe that's the plan? Yeah, this Mox Diamond, it's going to sit in our hand for a while. Ooh, a Boroid's actually a good dartboard choice. That might even be a better... I think I hate Badger more, though. I think if we're going with, like, a green card from Standard, I'd probably end up going with Badger Maul. Opponent gets and hits us. Although a Boroid's also very annoying. Well, there's all of our black mana. All right, playing. I mean, I think what's going to happen here... I think how this ends is us trying to Snapcaster the stock up to get enough cards to turn on library. Opponent, blue to Delta. Well, I mean, we're going to run this out. Draw a card. Washitong. Do we have removals? Not at the moment. Well, block your spirit. Wow! Whoa! Okay. Well, that was a freebie. All right. That was super easy. I don't know, why did our opponent scoop there? Why was it a shame scoop because they didn't crack their fetch in response? And I don't even know. Like, I think our opponent, unless their hand was horrible, I think they were still in pretty good shape. It might be that our opponent's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go play some TMNT. Soon. TMNT is coming. That wasn't even a very satisfactory... Oh, can you send me the link again, Mega Magikarp? Or did you send it on here, or did you send it some other way? If you sent it some other way, then I might not have seen it yet. The turtles are coming. They just did the update. We were doing a cube draft while we waited for the turtles update. And now I feel a little committed to doing, like, at least a couple of games of the cube before we switch to TMNT. What do you think of the mini game deck? Yes, I want to see this. I think the mini game deck is a cool. The idea sounds sweet on its face. It sounds cool. Yeah, let's play the planes. Do a little passing. We encounter something scary our opponent plays. I think this deck's actually pretty good. Like, I think we could get a decent amount of wins with this deck, but I don't think we're gonna play it out long enough because I want to try some TMNT. So chat, what's your TMNT advice for me? If you went to pre-release, what is your TMNT limited advice? Is it really just try to be black? Is it basically that? Cohesive portal. So voting, mages contest. That is a really fun. I feel like decks like this are mocks. I feel like decks like that are what makes Commander super fun. Like the ability to build a deck like that, that you couldn't play in any other format. I think that's what makes the Commander format great. And it works so well with the social nature of the format, right? Of just wanting the whole table to be involved and having fun. I just think of Commander so differently than other formats. Like, I just want everyone to have a good time when I play Commander. And I feel like a deck like that is so perfect for it. What's up, Reindeering? Yeah, we're doing a little cubing while we wait for TMNT, which apparently went up, but now we're trying to finish at least a few rounds of our cube before we switch over. Are there strict archetypes in TMNT? Didn't feel like it as much as Lorwyn did. Yeah, I think it's probably... Lorwyn's pretty unique. Tribal sets are pretty unique with how narrow a lot of the lanes are, because it's not just even colors. It's like, even within the colors, you often want to be a creature type. So it does tend to make it kind of narrower. So I think the downside of TMNT is there's just not a lot of archetypes. So I worry about replayability. It might be a case where... there's just man, let's get an hit ya. We might just play this slowly. Like, we could run out the Oracle. Yeah, Fatal push the token, that's fine. We could run out the Oracle. I think we just wait. Like, we wait, leave up the counters. We can kick a consult the star charts. If we don't need to cast a counter. Oh, sneak attack with 3 mana up. Well, that is scary. Yeah, I mean, I think we have to... Let's slow things down. Oh, there's a Wrath of God. Oh my god, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Run that out, run that out, run that out, run that out, run that out. And scoops it up. Nope, didn't scoop it up. All right. The counter plan is paying... Oh, there's Washi Dog. The counter plan is paying off. Dig up the Wandering Emperor. Put a counter on the door. Get in, hit ya. And we're out of counters, but we're going to pass. We're going to pass. We got through the sneak attack. Opponent going to Enlighten Tutor, but not for a sneak attack because the sneak attack's already gone. I will say, so my experience, I like Lorwyn Eclipse Draft. I also feel like I suck at Lorwyn Eclipse Draft because, man, my record in that set is way worse than in most other sets. You know what? Let's do this. Let's kick the console. See if we can hit No More Lies. Ooh, we did not. Huh. Well, take the Aang. Well, yeah, I guess see what happens. Take the Aang, take the land. This is scary. All right, opponent. Pop off, opponent. Pop off. Land off the top. It's a triome. The Mind Twist is a very... Oh my... I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen anyone catch an Everclaw of a Bolus Citadel before. To one! And now they're tinkering to get a memory jar. They're gonna crack the memory jar to change the top of their deck. I mean, they get to annihilate us, but they need to do something or else they die, right? Like, they annihilate us, but then the Night token gets them if they don't have something? They can't bolus the Citadel anymore. This is their extra turd. Opponent gonna go to combat. Opponent. Emerald's not lethal. It is not lethal. Opponent's gonna get in. All right. 1, 2, 3. Actually, how do we do this? How do we do this? So we're not going to be able to leave up our counter anyway. I don't know what we can boost our tutor into that matters. Because it needs to be a 1 mana instant, which is like... Path. Alright, let's take the path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We drop to 5. Oh, I can't believe we're about to lose this game. Overlord of the Boiler Biggles. Yeah, that does it. Wow. Wow. I mean, you gotta so remember too, what an unlikely loss. That was like a 1 in a million loss. Wow. Things lined up amazing for our opponent. So you got to remember with the booster tutor, we're going to discard all these cards. So whatever we get with booster tutor, if we don't literally cast it right now at instant speed during our opponent's turn, it's all going to go away because of the memory jar. So we can't really take like a death right and then play it next turn because it's going to be gone. Well, I mean, hey, if you're going to cast an Emerald off of Bolus the Citadel, it's hard to get too bad about that. I feel like the odds of that are not very high, but it worked out. It worked out. I guess we should have pressured him a little bit more. Oh, opponent. What are you thinking for some turtle decks? I want to see some sort of Lessons from Life deck. So Lessons from Life, I mean, the obvious direction to go with that one for me, I actually did a whole article with a bunch of Turtles brews I was working on. So if you want to just see a bunch of random stuff I've been thinking about, check that article out. I think Lessons from Life, what I think of most is some sort of doppelgang style deck. I think would be very good there. Like, it ramps you, it draws cards. You need to be a Simic deck. You need to be a Simic deck that's going to... A Simic deck that's going to want to ramp into big things. And you also got to pretty much not be a Badger Mold Cub deck, because I don't think you have room in a Badger Mold Cub deck. So I think that basically puts it into something along the lines... People love their duresses. Something along the lines of like a Doppelgang Shell. Turtles is coming! Turtles is coming! Turtles is coming. We're finishing up. I think once we get loss number 2, we'll switch over. 2 losses. So if we lose this one, we're switching to TMNT. If we win this one, we'll probably do one more. But we're switching to TMNT shortly. Give me your votes, chat. Give me your votes as to whether you want pick 2 draft or non-pick 2 draft. Do you think pick 2 draft would be more beneficial because that's what your LGS is going to be doing? Or do you want to do non-pick 2 because it's probably a better format overall? Did you hear about people opening Lorwyn Eclipse cards in their TMNT pre-release? I did. I'm pretty sure. Now that we know that, I'm pretty sure that what happened is... the printing company mixed up the promos in some number of the pre-release packs with TMNT and Lorwyn Eclipse. They put Turtles cards in Lorwyn Eclipse, and then they put Lorwyn Eclipse cards in the Turtles packs. It all seems very obvious now. Now it seems very straightforward and obvious. Simkamar, welcome to the Fish Bowl for the 8th month. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super, thank you. This lily will not resolve. Rorix Venture for this 67 month. Welcome to the Fish Bowl. Thank you. So, in Scotland, oh my god, the hype trains are running. Welcome you as well with the Prime sub. Big scoop cheer for all you. Thank you. Opponent discards a Grave Titan. Opponent plays a Surveillant. Opponent down to a single card in. Oh my god, this booster tutor. That is a booster tutor. All right, we're just gonna pass. Let's see what we can booster tutor up. Opponent. Did we just let them resolve this, Liliana? What? Yeah, let's booster tutor. See what we find. Booster tutor. Oh god. For nothing? What a horrible booster tutor. We still need the mana to actually cast the spell, remember? I mean, I guess Kaido's the best option. It's not a great option, but it seems like the best option.
A fight? And you
Hey, I forgot to tell you, took 4th in my Modern Locals with Arclight Dredge. I remember you showing me that deck. Was able to win through the graveyard, help me bouncing at end step and burning, anchoring them away. That sounds spectacular. Oh no. That sounds spectacular. Opponent gonna get back a Grave Titan. All right. I actually am not super thrilled with the position we're in here. Opponent passes. We draw an island. We play the island. We will pass the turn. Opponent. Use it or lose it. Use it or lose it if you're taking up that Lily. So we can try to Solitude to kill the Grave Titan. Opponent's going to dash a Ragavan. Opponent ticks up. All right, we'll discard the island.
Don't overthink things.
Flash in the Solitude. Get rid of the Grave Titan. Opponent. How do we not die to Liliana, though? That's the real issue. The Boobots! Welcome to the Fish Bowl. Thank you so much. Wow, they left. Wait. Okay. Sure. Oh, this is great for us. Thank you so much for your... Wow, opponent punted this one. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent's got to pick up the Ragavan. This means we get to untap, attack the Lily. Wow, I think that was a big, big mistake for our opponent. Now we can ninjutsu the Kaido. Pick up the Solitude.
Eyes up. Don't worry about
Hit the Lily.
gonna regret that.
Emblem the Kaido. And we drew the Aang that our opponent doesn't know about to deal with the Ragavan. Oh, that was a huge swing. That might be a game-winning swing, actually. So I was playing pre-release and pulled out my MTG Goldfish mat. It has to be 8 years old now. I really need the crew signatures one time in Vegas. Oh, you're gonna be in Vegas this year? I would love to sign it for you. Opponent's gonna dash a Ragavan, sure. Opponent gonna tick up. We will discard the Solitude. Opponent. We're going to try to get rid of that Kaido? No, we're going to go face. All right, everything at Kaido. Okay, that's good. Because now we get to, oh, this is so good. Aang. Get rid of the token. Eat the Ragavan. Kill the Lily. And I think we have overcome Ragavan down. Ooh, Snapcaster too. So we will go to combat. Lily down. Hit our opponent.
Whatever.
Now we get to do some Kaido drawing. Mana Leak seems bad. The land's fine. Oh, we probably just booster tutor again. We probably just booster tutor again. Why would we not just booster tutor again? We could Lorien reveal, but I think it's sweeter just to booster tutor. Oh, opponent gonna attack our Kaido? How about a Snapcaster Mage? For a booster tutor. Kill the zombie. And can we find something good this time, Magic Gods? Okay, there's a Jace. Jace is fine. Crabomination. I think it's Crabomination. Can we cast it? We got double black? Okay, yeah. I mean, how do we say no to a Crabomination? Who knows what it was? We should just cast the Washi Tog, but we're gonna do it. Crabomination. Opponent, give us a card. Oh, is that Summon Bahamut? Is that Summon Bahamut? Oh my god! Summon Bahamut! Yes, please. Oh my goodness. Oh! The opponent scoops it up! Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Oh, Mrs. Kerbomination from The Simpsons, indeed. Oh, so we could have reanimated the Ragavan and then persisted the Snapcaster to get a trigger. Wow, that was good. That was very good. Cuberaft is. It really is. Oh, that was a good game. Parrot got off to a good start too. All right, we're gonna do another one. We're switching to Turtle Suit, but we didn't lose that one. So, Seth, of note, this deck has some slightly unintuitive card choices, an expensive mana value card, so the deck can go kind of heavy on ramp. The deck has also made enough Nyxbloom Ancients to make Itlamok tap for 4.6 quadrillion mana. I do love me some Nyxbloom Ancients. 4.6 quadrillion mana is a lot of mana. Powered Cube really is. It really is a great way to play Magic. I've always wanted, man, I'd love to have a Powered Cube. I'd love to have a cube, period. It would be so sweet. I gotta put one together. I've started building cubes several times, and then I never actually finish them. I always get the inspiration, like, I'm gonna do it this time, and then, uh-oh. Turn 1 Nettle Cyst, all right. What does Booster Tutor have to say about that? Oh, Tinker, that doesn't do anything. Palantir. Ay. Huh. So a couple of fetches that don't... Well, actually... No, they don't really get what we need. I guess we just take Reprieve. I don't think Reprieve's great, but... We're Remand Tribal. I mean, opponents kind of like it. If you're playing Mishra's Workshop, you're only going to be playing artifacts, I assume. The Nettle Cyst by itself isn't that scary if they don't have more artifacts. Indicate was so good. That was one of my favorite jokes from that set. Now you've been playing more historic. Any chance we see a deck build around the Bringer cycle? If not, any advice how to build around them? Oh, Bringers are tough. They are very, very tough to build around. They're just very 20 years old. We're not going to reprieve that. The one deck I remember building around the Bringers was a modern deck back in the early years of Against Odds. And the idea was... Yeah, I think we got to leave the counter up. I'm scared of how much mana our opponent has. And the idea was to use the Black Bringer to tutor big things to the top of your deck. And then, what was the card we were playing? There was something that would cheat them into play from the top of the deck. I can't remember what it... Oh, no. Oh, and Urza Saga. Okay. This is... Well, we might be off to Turtles. We might be losing to the Artifact deck. The Urza Saga is going to be a real issue. Opponent combat getting in, hitting us. And our opponent's just playing around our counters by refusing to cast anything. Which is kind of working. Now I don't have to cast anything because I have Urza Saga. So our opponent can just sit back and make constructs. And we're going to need to find a Wrath. And resolve that Wrath pretty soon. Cast something. Cast something, opponent. We just want to psych... Oh, okay, that works. Yes, thank you. Reprieve. Bounce the Cannoneer. Ooh, Wandering Emperor. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Opponent passes. We drew the non-booster tutor Reprieve. You shouldn't be able to do that in a cube deck, but booster tutor, hey, opponent, gonna start making constructs. I mean, at least now we can run out the Wandering Emperor, which does do something. Like, if they play Cannoneer again, we counter it. If they don't, then at least we can get some value. So yeah, the Bringer is... if I can come up with something for Against Odds, I'll let you know, but I am not sure how realistically to make them work. Hey, what's up, Cat Cam fan? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. About it. Play better cards, opponent. Play better cards. That's not even good enough to counter. Opponent combat gets in, hits us. Sure. Down to 11. So if they make a construct, okay, so we Wandering Emperor. Snipe the Nettle
Ready to
Cyst.
lose.
Or the Nettle Cyst Germ token. So get rid of the Germ, gain a couple life, go up to 13. Still gonna need to find a Wrath, because these big constructs are coming. I don't know, maybe Monastery Mentor. If we can draw land here, that would be good. Then we could Mentor plus... Alright, opponent's gonna run out in Orcish Bowmasters. Which is actually kind of annoying against our all reprieve hand.
You're done.
Alright, we need the Wrath. We need the Wrath. That does cost our opponent the ability to... That does cost our opponent the ability to activate the Urza Saga this turn, which is nice. So let's cycle this, get a Tundra. Oh, we can't let the Kappa Cannoneer resolve, right? If they resolve the Cannoneer, we lose. I think it's as simple as that. So let's play the Tundra, pass the turn. We gotta sit back. We gotta sit back. We gotta wait for the Wrath. Oh, I think the Bringers could be good cube creatures, yeah. I've just never figured out how to build a good constructed deck, or even like a very functional constructed deck out of them. Turbo Bloom Tender. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Yeah, they're just, even if you get them out for Wooburg, they're still kind of like not that powerful compared to current creatures. I mean, they're just super old, right? Were they? So Mirrodin was right before I started playing. What was the hype level? If you were there back in a Mirrodin era, what was the hype level for the Bringers when they first came out? Were they actually like considered to be... Was it like when Emrakul released, or like Atraxa? Was it like, oh my god, I can't believe how ridiculous these cards are? Or were they like intro pack rares even back then? That was like right before. That was right before my era. No hype. Okay, that would make sense if they were Commander cards before Commander was a format. Found it. Scalding Dart cracks it. I mean, it's going to be Wrath or Bust. We got to find the Wrath soon. And maybe Bust is fine, because then we can go to TMNT, but... about it. I was 4 when Mirrodin came out. Good lord. You youngins. When did you start playing Chaos Factory Gaming? What set? What set did you start with? Kappa Cannoneer. I mean, we have to do this, right? We have to. Yeah. I mean, it triggers a Bowmaster, which isn't great, but... Remand. Can we find a Wrath? We find an Aang. I mean, I guess Aang can deal with one of the... It can deal with the Construct. Yeah, here they come. Opponent got a Lava Spur Boots. Hits us to 4. That is not a Wrath. That is not a Wrath. So if we... Let's see. So if we play this... Yeah, let's play. I think we got to do it this way. We got to play the Monastery Swift Spear. I'm still not sure this is going to be enough, but this is our best shot. Play the Swift Spear. Play the Mox Opal. Make a token. Discard the island. And now we have Aang as our source of defense, but it can't deal with the Construct, and they can hasten something else. So we might still be dead. It's going to be close. First, that was the Dark. Oh, Return to Ravnica. Mirrodin was 2003. It was. Oh, about it. First, that was the Dark. Oh, man, you started at the very beginning, dog. I mean, the Dark is, what, 95? 94? Yeah, that was, like, one of the earliest sets. But if only you'd started 2 years earlier... Did you see? Oh, man. Did you see this post? Mark Rose. Oh, man. I didn't talk about this. Mark Rosewater. Let's see. I wonder if I can find it again. But there was a post from Mark Rosewater talking about... So we have to Aang it, right? We Aang it. Do we die anyway? I hope not. So we have to Aang. Aang Swift Savior. Oh, we're just dead, right? It's gonna be they just recast it, move over the boots, and we die. Like, yeah, that's well off to TMNT. Off to TMNT. Yeah, that is okay. Sure, rub it in with a mox. Might as well. Oh, they didn't do it. Oh my god, they punted. Wow. Babu Babu. Babu Babu, what are you doing, Babu Babu? Oh, if we draw a Wrath here and get back in this game. If we draw a Wrath here and get back in this game, that is, we got to top deck the Wrath, but it is a possibility. It is a possibility. Come on, Magic Gods. Come on. Teach our opponent a lesson about punting. Come on. Subtlety. That doesn't do it. Oh. And we don't even have a blue card. I was thinking we could, like, evoke the subtlety and then remand it. Opponent realizes, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter, though. They can't mess it up this time. Oh, yeah, I thought our deck was pretty good, too. All right, we're gonna switch to TMNT. We're gonna switch to TMNT. I want to bring it up. I don't know if you saw this. Someone asked Mark Rosewater, did Edge of Eternities or Spooderman sell better? And Mark Rosewater says, Spider-Man did. Edge of Eternities did great and beat our expectations, but Spider-Man is one of the top 10 best-selling sets of all time. And I gotta say, I think this is true, but I also think it is a very... I don't know if deceptive's the right word. I think it is true, but I think it gives the wrong impression of what actually happened last summer. So why do I think that this is actually true, but not exactly true? There's two things. One is, yes, as Mark Nutt said, the way that Wizards sells stuff, your local game stores buy sets months before they sell them to you. So a lot of places ordered Spider-Man and gave Wizards lots of money for Spider-Man. And then those places still have tons of Spider-Man sitting on their shelves because players didn't buy them. So Wizards still got the money anyway, right? Like, they sold a ton of them to the wholesalers who then sold them to the local game stores, but then the players didn't buy them because the game stores had to order them months before, back during Final Fantasy hype, when everyone was like, oh my god, this is going to be huge in Final Fantasy, thousands of dollars for booster boxes and everything. So that's number one, is I think that explains a lot of it. The other thing is Edge of Eternities they just didn't have supply for. Like, I don't know if you've had this experience. Edge of Eternities was really, really hard to find. Like, a lot of places, you couldn't get Edge of Eternities at your local game store. So you go into a local game store, and they might have shelves full of Spider-Man that's marked down to try to get rid of, and basically zero Edge of Eternities because they didn't print enough of it. So I think it is true that Spider-Man beat Edge of Eternity, but I think it's partly because they sold Spider-Man to the distributors months before they actually released it to the public when the hype was still high, and partly because they would have sold more Edge of Eternities if they had printed more Edge of Eternities and actually resupplied it. So I think it's a little bit rough for Edge of Eternities. I don't think, what I'm trying to say is I'm not sure it's actually an apples to apples comparison. Like, I'm not convinced it's actually an apples to apples comparison. I Korea pack, eh? All right. It is time to try some turtles. Our cube draft was sweet. It was sweet. Also, a reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magic cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. This was my first ever deck. My dad gifted it me when I broke my arm in 3rd grade. I've been playing ever since. Oh, what a cool story. Enormous Baloth, Volcanic Hammer. Oh, Lava Catch. Lava Axe. This seems like a perfect starter deck for 9th edition. Oh, that's sweet. Let me see. Oh, I see ya. I always worry that I'm gonna accidentally just have the Discord pop up on screen. I found it. Trostani, eh? Some Trostani tokens. Trostani big tokens? Not weenie tokens. That's a cool idea. Usually when you see tokens, they're going super wide. So it's cool to see a go big style token deck. All right. So what are we doing, chat? We're doing TMNT. I think we need to restart the client for it to update. So we're gonna update the client real quick. Pick 2 or not pick 2? What is, avert your eyes, pick 2 or not pick 2? Oh, also, if any of you decide that you're trying to sell your collection or know someone trying to sell your collection, ping me. I'm trying to get more collections for the opening channel. So I'm not trying to encourage people to sell their collections because I'd rather you keep playing Magic. But if you do decide to downsize or whatever, let me know because I might be interested in snagging some of your cards for an opening video. Regular best of 3 draft. All right, people seem, let's see, no pick 2, not pick 2, desktop.jpg. Go for regular best of 3 draft. All right, the patch is here. The patch is here. Let me see. Should we do an actual poll? How do I pull this? You got me, dog. Oh, thank you, dog. Oh, there we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles available now. Visit the store to add packs to your collection. Let's see. Ooh, tastic offerings. Also, oh my goodness. Okay. I need one of you. We're gonna do the draft in just a second. But I need one of you to explain this to me. I don't know if you saw this art. They posted this article on the mothership yesterday. And the article's fine, right? The article's fine. It's talking about how they're returning to New York. If you read the article, though, it's very awkwardly written because they go very far out of their way to not mention the Spider-Man set at all. They like to talk about, like, let's talk about it. Who would have thought there'd be more than one Magic the Gathering set in New York? And they talk, like, around that without actually saying Spider-Man. Is there some rule? Like, I don't know the marketing aspect of this. Like, is there some reason you think that they can't just say, hey, we made a Spider-Man set 6 months ago that was in New York City? Like, can you not mix your IPs? And if that's the case, what does that mean for us going forward? Like, are we going to end up at Pro Tour Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when they can't say Superior Spider-Man on stream and they need to say that Demir 4 drop that, or use the arena names or something? Like, are we actually in a world where Wizards can't say the name of the sets that they made in their own articles? What a world we ended up in. My God. Are you able to spend 10K or so on a collection? Potentially. I mean, if it was worth around, in that range. So normally what I do with the collections is I try to get them and do them for the video and keep a bit of stuff and then sell a bunch of it to fund the next collection. So as long as it's like proper value, I don't mind spending a decent chunk on a collection if I can get most of that back out of it when it comes time. Would you recommend selling reserve list cards at a Magic Con? I'm going this year. I have a playset of LP Near Mint, Mox Diamonds, Force of Wills, Moat, etc. I think so. What I would do if you're trying to get best dollar for it, I would look online and get a sense of if I went to Card Conduit, this is what they'd pay me, or if I was gonna buy list it to Card Kingdom, this is what they'd pay me, or if I wanted to do the work of selling it on TCG, this is what. So I'd have some sense of the values, and then I would bring the cards, and I would just go from booth to booth and be like, here's what I've got. I got this high-end reserve list stuff. And I would just look for the booth that's going to pay me the best. Because I think the odds of you finding like the right vendor who really needs a Mo or really needs the Mox Diamonds and pays you an oddly high amount more than you get online, I think there's actually a decent chance that happens. I would also say do it day one. Because one of the things I've learned about cons is vendors want to spend all their money there. That's like the biggest thing for vendors going to cons is not selling the cards, it's buying the cards so they can then bring back with them and sell their own LGS or sell online or whatever. And vendors are going to try to spend all their money. So if you wait till Sunday, they might be kind of tapped out and paying less than they would have paid on Friday when their pockets are very full at the start of the con. So I think it's worth, but just have a sense of what have a sense of what the value is going into it. Don't just go into it in the dark, obviously. Clue Combo is a deck that's 4 against the odds, and I think probably never going to work, but I'm going to try it. We're going to do a draft, but the idea of Clue Combo is if you can get a Mutagen Man, which makes your artifact tokens cost 1 less to activate, and a Forensic Agiteer on the battlefield, which makes activated abilities of artifacts 1 less to activate, but not less than 1. But if you get them both on the battlefield, it should make cracking clues cost 0. So then you can make clues with the Gadgeteer or the Mechanist or Obsessive Pursuit or whatever. You can crack them all for free to draw through your deck, and then hopefully win by either making a huge Super Shredder as you crack all your free clues, or with Scavenger Talent milling your opponent out. Not a super realistic plan, but it seemed like it'd be funny if it came together. Wait, did we do the poll? What did the poll? I think I missed it. Oh, that's all right, dog. Not a big deal. Let's just do it. Let's see what the options even are. TMNT limited. So we have sealed. We're not gonna play that. Premier. Okay. Premier draft. They have premier drafts. Oh, we're just gonna do premier draft then. Oh, that's fine. That's perfect. So we don't have to do pick 2, and we don't have to do best of 3. So I think that's the best of both worlds. So here are the archetypes. Here's the archetypes. Sneaky ninjas in Orzhov. And I don't know if this is true or not. What I've heard from everyone is you want to be in black. So is machines, artifacts. Green-black is disappear. Okay, sure. Red-white, alliance with Raphael. And then Simic, mutagens. Mutagens, why not? Okay, so 4 archetypes. Let's do it. Oh, we have the poll up. Hey, thank you, dog. It's up. I mean, it looks like pick 1's gonna win anyway, but if you would like to vote for pick 1 or pick 2, I'll wait another few seconds to finish the poll since it's gonna finish anyway. Yeah, I actually kind of dislike the reskinning of, like, I feel like that gets confusing. I honestly didn't notice that disappear was a mechanic. I thought the disappear was a flavor word. I thought it was a flavor word rather than a mechanic. I think it's awkward. I get what they're trying to do, but wouldn't it just be easier if it said the same thing, like, so people knew? Because revolt already means something to our magic brains. I wish they did it that way. Mill, turn 4 kill with Kitsune technique. Oh, I've already been working on that one, Paladin. That's already coming. Yeah, I had that same idea. So there might be some sneaky mill in our futures. All right, let me check the poll real quick. All right, pick 1's winning by 68 to 31. We're gonna call it. Let's jump into it. First ever TMNT draft. Let's see what this set is like. So, how much are y'all planning on drafting TMNT? Wait, what did Krim do to me? Ooh, Canadian Highlander. That is actually a really good idea. We've been trying to think of other Peeper Magic things we can do. And I will add that to the list. I think that would be fun. I've never actually played Canlander, but it sounds like something I would enjoy playing. Remind me to play you on Brawl and Arena so I blow up all your lads. All right. Next viewer battle stream. Ooh. All right. First pick, TMNT. What do we get? A rare Splinter Radical Rat. So it is a 3-color-ish, if we want the ability. Panharmonicon for ninjas. 1 mana 0/2. When it leaves the battlefield, make a food. Some silly bird thing. What is this? 4 mana 3/2 flying. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield, make a 1/1. That's probably fine. That's probably actually pretty good. Oh, this is the tutor up a food card. We have no removal. We have 1 ninja. Guac and Marshmallow's a pump spell. Rhinos have menace. This isn't a rhino? This just actually gives rhinos. Why does that give rhinos? I'm so confused. Why does this give rhinos menace? I mean, I'm leaning towards taking Lord Drag. But maybe I should just take Splinter. You know what? I'm going to take Splinter. Let's take the rare. Let's take the rare and see what happens. Ooh. Oh, wait. What's better than taking a rare? What about is this card just unplayable in Limited? Are there not enough artifacts to sack? Also, here's the card that's causing all the conversation about legends. Do you think this card needs to be legendary? Do you think it would make the game / the set worse if this was just non-legendary? Same exact card non-legendary. Or if you made it, I don't know, if you don't like it saying Raphael, it could just be like a buff turtle guy or something. Is Technodrome good? Oh, mutagens. I heard there's a ton of removal in this set. Is that also true? That all your stuff's just gonna die? Well, you know what? Let's. Oh, this is so good with ninjas, though. I do like Dream Beavers. Let's try it. We'll take the higher rarity cards and see what happens. Maybe we don't even play ninjas. Maybe we end up being an artifact deck. So Donatello, one of them, 3 mana 1/2 flying. When an artifact enters, put a counter on it. That would work with Technodrome. Fugitive Druid, I think, could be good in a Technodrome deck. Spicy Oatmeal Piece, I don't know how we're going to cast it. Maybe this card's not as good as I thought. Maybe this card's just bad. There's a Tomer's card. Stomp by the Foot. I think that's Tomer's favorite card from the set. I think I heard him say that. You know, Tomer in his feet cards. I don't know why it's so funny to tease Tomer about that, because he cracked up so hard in the podcast about any of the card names. You know, I'm gonna take Ice Cream Kitty. So now we have 2 artifact sacking cards, which I think means we can kind of try to build around this effect of the Technodromes. Stomp by the Foot's probably actually decent. We could also take this card draw thing, but I think we just... Ooh, wait. Death in the Family. Exile target creature with mana value 3 or less. That's probably pretty decent. Doesn't get the bombs. Man, there's so much removal. Is it better than Stomp by the Foot? We have nothing that makes... Ooh, Mouser Foundry. Mouser Foundry makes artifacts. It works with Technodrome and Ice Cream Kitty. Let's take the removal. Let's take Stomp by the Foot. Yeah, these names. I almost missed the Spider-Man set. Buzzbots. I feel like we're in awkward colors for artifacts. I feel like if we're in artifacts, we don't necessarily want to be in black, but we're kind of going to be in black because they have an insane amount of removal, and we just... Wow. Wait, that's the 3rd one of these. Okay, wait. All right, limited fans out here. Is this card bad? Okay, 4 mana 3/2 flyer. So stats, not horrible, but not great. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control, you get a 1/1 flyer. And then you pay 4, sack a token, draw a card. Is this really horrible? It doesn't seem that bad to me. This makes a mutagen. That works with our synergies. Maybe we're like green-black artifacts? Maybe we're like, man, this deck's going to be not the way you're supposed to draft this format. I'm pretty confident that we are not drafting this the way you're supposed to. All right, so that's a not dead after all effect. Disappear. Enters with 2 counters. Blue-red artifact thing. They love these land cyclers. I think they've realized that these are just good for limited because they put them in basically every set. Deals combat damage, draw that many cards, discard that many cards. Ugh. Well, all right, we'll take the green-black card. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying, create a mutagen. That'd probably be good against us. 4 mana 4/4 reach, trample when it enters game 2. I mean, this makes a mutagen. Maybe we just need to move into blue. Maybe we're blue-black artifacts. That would kind of make sense, right? If we're blue-black artifacts. Because technically all of this could be blue and black. And then we just give up on the green? I don't think we have any food to search for. I guess we can take this artifact. Okay, I think we're going towards blue-black. When it enters, draw a card, discard a card, island cycle. Oh, man, so many. You can see the small set size. Watching your YouTube, you mostly do constructed. How much time do you put into limited? So content-wise, definitely way more constructed than limited. But over the last like 6 months, I've been drafting a lot for fun, just because I've come to really enjoy. I think drafting is actually like maybe the purest form of Magic at the moment. So I've come to really just I mean, this thing is infinite mana. But if we resolve this, I don't think anyone ever beats us. Can we realistically take a 9-drop, though? Can we realistically take a 9-drop? It's also a mythic. It's a mythic, so it's good. It's a good rare draft. That's one less mythic we're going to need when we start cracking packs for constructed. Otherwise, this thing I think is a good sneak card, but I don't think we're doing that anymore. Turtle Blimp, when it enters, make a mutagen. That's too expensive. No, man, so much redundancy. This thing is fine, but in the wrong color. You know what? I think we're going to do it. We're going to take Craig. We'll see if we can figure out how to get it into play. Okay. Oh my God, Armagon. I mean, I feel like this thing's that's another huge, ridiculous bomb that's in our colors. Pizza Face, my F&M opponent, is also kind of in our colors. I think we just got to take the Future Shark. Okay, now we actually kind of want rampant fixing. Our plans may have changed a little bit. We need stuff like Omni Cheese Pizza to ramp us into our Krangs and our Future Sharks. How do we... I mean, these green cards ramp us. I don't know how realistic it is to be 3 colors in this format. And I also think there's a lot of removals, so this thing's not going to live. Bovine's great. All right, let's do it. I'll trust you, Chad. I'll trust you. I mean, we need some way to ramp if we're going to play these super expensive things, so... Raphael's Technique. I hate this card. I mean, I like that it's a wheel. The May just kills it for me, though. The May just straight up kills that card for me. No interest in playing wheels that are Mays. I mean, Oozespill actually is kind of fine. It is a 3-mana counter. It does make a mutagen, which is something. We could take this thing. I don't know how good we're going to be at sneaking, though. It doesn't look like we're going to be especially good at sneaking. Let's just take the counter. Yeah, I mean, we are getting a lot of rares. I don't know how we cast those rares, but... Mountain Cycle. We can take the Swamp Cycler, take the Bebop, menace up our Rhinos, our non-existent Rhinos. I mean, I guess just hitting our land drops is good. I kind of like the land cyclers just to make sure. I mean, hopefully we end up with some artifact creatures, although I think in limited, like, Krang by itself should be enough to beat our opponent if we can actually get it on the battlefield. I feel like that's going to be enough. Now, let's take the Crustacean Commando, I guess. It gives us more fuel for the Technodrome. Another Ice Cream Kitty. Okay, if you're a TMNT fan, what is this card? What is the Ice Cream Kitty? Is that like a real thing from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Is this an actual real card? I don't think we're going that much into green. Let's take another Ice Cream Kitty. We have not found a way to cheat Krang into play yet. I mean, this is also a dork. It works with the mutagens. You know what? I don't know how much we're going to splash green. Green does seem kind of open. A lot of green cards coming around. Oh, Novel Nanchuku. Oh, is that Nunchuck? Oh, Novel Nunchuck. Okay. I read that one pretty bad. Yeah, I think we take the Forest Cycler. That's going to help fix our mana. Another Tomer special here. Some Stomp by the Foot action. Actually, this doesn't generate mana. Yeah, let's just take another stomp by the foot. Putrid Pails. 4-minute 3-3 Death Toucher. Oh, 2 counters would disappear. Sure. Well, let's take the Omni Cheese Pizza. Oh, you know the other thing I want to ask you all about? I don't know if you saw this. So, they're making that Magic movie. Wow. Ooh, Shadow Sphere. I mean... Oh, but there's another bovine. There is another bovine. So you think the bovine's actually pretty good? Yeah, I don't know how Ice Cream and Cat becomes an artifact. I mean, I guess this does help us get to our big things. It is a rare. The other option would be Shadow Sphere or Shredder's Technique. All right. Bovine it is. Ooh, wait. Does this do things? When a land enters. Okay, make a man. Oh, make a man of any color. Okay. Remove 2 charge counters. Ooh, that actually might be good. This card's probably good, but I don't know if I don't know how green we're going to be. We might just take Weathermaker. Weathermaker ramps us. It does ramp us into our big stuff. What is this? Brilliance Unleashed. 6 mana. 5 damage to target creature. Choose an artifact in your graveyard. Return to the battle. Oh, this would reanimate. This would reanimate Krang. I don't know how we get Krang in the graveyard, but it would reanimate it. One target creature or food from your graveyard to your hand. Top 5 cards for a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle or land. Okay. I think we just take Return to the Sewers. A little bit more removable. How many of these do we want? How many Ice Cream Kitties can we realistically play? So another land cycler. Donatello that likes artifacts. Whenever this creature enters, if a permanent left, make a 1/1 ninja. Let's just stick with the Ice Cream Kitties. Tron has been assembled. Kittytron and Foottron. I guess the land is actually probably the best pick here. Okay. When it enters, each player makes a food. Whenever an artifact opponent controls is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. Whenever one or more of your opponents are attacked, up to 1 target. I mean, that's probably horrible, but this is probably the correct pick. It is a rare though. Yeah, let's just make our mana work. Let's take another dual land. I saw some very angry post. From someone on Reddit about Negate being in the set. they were like super tilted. They were super tilted that the Negate was in a small set because their opponents, they could have draft so many Negates. I was like, I didn't even really think that Negate was that playable and limited, but to each their own. Let's just take the Mutagen. The Mutagen 2-drop. Oh, wait. Okay. Sometimes you get 4 Ice Cream Kitties. Sometimes... Oh, Frog Butler came back. Okay. I mean, this deck might be busted. This might be pretty good. It might be a pretty good deck. Doug, welcome back to the Fishbowl for the 87th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big thank you. How you doing, Doug? Oh, so here's what I was going to ask you about. I don't know if you saw this. So they're making the Magic movie. This is the new director of the Magic movie. He also did Vesuvius, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. He also did Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, something like that. But he's the new director of the Magic movie. I was pretty skeptical of the Magic movie being good. I was thinking it's just going to be some slap together thing to throw up on Netflix to say we made a movie. But after hearing this guy talk, I'm actually kind of hyped about this movie because apparently he's actually like a pretty creative and interesting director. But more interesting, he's like a hardcore Magic fan. Like,
Now, that's what I'm most
give up
curious.
my movie career.
The honest answer is the Magic the Gathering movie.
Like,
right now, that's what I'm most curious.
What are you most excited about doing?
The
right
honest
now?
answer is the Magic the Gathering movie. Like it is the.
You're such a millennial. It's fucking
I
like
know,
an elder
I know,
millennial. I
I
do
know.
feel a real kinship with you in that way.
That game taught me to read. And when I was a kid, my dream was to be a professional Magic card player. And I mean that literally. I made day 2 in Detroit, 2006, Pro Tour Champions of Kawagama. And I drafted like garbage. I sat next to Richard Hohen, who just beat the shit out of me. And I made that decision right then. I need to take filmmaking seriously because I'm never going to be a pro Magic player. And I just quit. It broke my heart. And for years, I've said I would trade my entire career to be a professional Magic card player.
I'm curious. Does that make you feel better about the movie? Because I know it doesn't matter, right? You don't have to be a fan of something to make a good movie about something. There's tons of movies that are made about things that the director has no idea, never, no personal experience with. So I don't think you have to like be a fan of Magic to make a good Magic movie. But I think it makes me feel like this guy actually cares about making a good and interesting movie. When I thought you might hire someone that's just a paycheck, right? Where you just kind of, you make the movie, you get your paycheck, it goes on Netflix, everything's fine. But he actually seems legitimately excited about Magic and about making a Magic movie. So to me, it makes me feel much more excited for the movie. Plus, apparently the stuff he does is, I haven't watched Nirvana, the band, the show yet, but I imagine it's something I would like, and I'm planning on watching it at some point. But yes, we're trying a Turtles draft at the moment. We need to cut a lot of cards. So, what is our plan for this deck? We want to ramp into Armagon and Krang. This ramps us. 2 Bovines ramp us. Do we need to be blue? Do we just drop blue? Maybe we're green-black. What does blue give us? Blue gives us 4 Crustacean Commandos, a Sewer Valence Camera, Return to the Sewers, Ooze Spell, and a bunch of Land Cyclers. Let's see what it looks like without blue. Oops. We cut a Bebop. What if we just cut the blue cards? Where does that leave us? So none of our bombs were in blue. We still have a lot of 2-drops. Wow, that actually... if we cut the blue, we actually just have the right number of cards. The Splinter is pretty bad, right? We don't have any ninjas to go with it. Eidolon Bay, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you. Our Ice Cream Kitty wants us to sack tokens. This wants us to sack artifacts. We might need, as weird as it sounds, these just to make mutagen tokens for sacking. What are the weakest cards? I think this card is not great. This is not great. We have 1 dual land. It can be, I guess that is true. I guess it can still just make itself unblockable, which is not nothing. It's not a lot, but it is something. We could drop... We could play the Cowabunga. Actually, let's play this. Let's play Zoo Escapees. That makes an artifact. And then we can get rid of the Putrid Pails. I don't think we want Putrid Pails. Let's run it. Yeah, that's the question, right? Like, how many ways do we have of making artifact tokens? So we have Zoo Escapees. This Omni Cheese Pizza isn't even very good. It's tough to splash a 2-drop too. But I do think man, these 4 would be helpful. It would be helpful. Yeah, I guess we get rid of the Mutant Town if we're running straight Golgari. Let's just try it. Let's see if it works. Maybe. I mean, I feel like if we get to Krang, no one's gonna beat Krang. That's the theory. Whether or not we can actually get to Krang, that's a whole nother question. So is Nirvana, the show, the movie, whatever it is, actually good? Is it worth watching? Should I watch the show? Or should I watch the movie? Or are neither one of them worth watching? It's Krangin time. See, Blackberry doesn't sound on its face like something I would like watching, but then I've heard a lot of people say that it's actually better, like, it's a movie about a product, but it's actually an entertaining movie. So maybe, I don't know, it just sounds, a movie about Blackberry just doesn't sound interesting, but maybe it actually, I've heard a lot of people say it actually is. Hey, what's up, Stay Fluff? How are you? Cheers to you. All right, we got some ramp. We got the Technodrome. We got some ramp. I don't know where we're going from here. Opponent. Gonna start with a 1-mana 1/1 Death Toucher. Sure. Well, we're gonna play a land, pass the dirt. I feel like our deck actually kinda sucks, but it might do cool things if we get lucky. But I feel like this is not how you're supposed to draft. You're not supposed to be green-black artifacts. Like, I think you're supposed to get in one of the lanes and stay in one of the lanes. Opponent, gonna draw a couple cards. Well, can I tempt you with some Omni Cheese Pizza? Actually, let's just play Technodrome. Doesn't do anything, but he can sack the pizza in a minute. As an owner and still current user, wait, they sell Blackberries? I've been told a number of times I need to watch that movie. The Nike movie was interesting. Yeah, I guess you could make an interesting movie about a product. Oh, opponent, getting in for one. Sure. Down to 19. And April with a microphone. Well, let's play a land. And you know what? Let's play the Mona Lisa. We got Mona Lisa, we got Casey Jones. I don't know what's going on in Turtles, but about it. Island, add. Gonna blow up our something. Gonna blow up the Mona Lisa. All right, that's awkward. And opponent hits us down to 16. Wait, I get to draw 2 cards? Oh my god. Oh, this is very not good. We miss our land. Okay, we have to draw land here. If we don't draw land here, we're gonna lose this game. Omni Cheese Pizza. Not a land. Technodrome sack it. Swamp. Okay, we hit a swamp. Which means we get to kill the April. We're going to do it now while they're tapped out. We cannot let our opponent keep drawing 2 and discarding 1. That is not a good way to win a game of Limited. Oh, wait. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense, right? Michelangelo, Donatello, Mona Lisa. But then how do you end up with Casey Jones and April in Splinter? Bebop. Such a weird mix. Another stomp by the foot. We are having such a hard time hitting lands. The good news is this Tenderize is actually pretty sweet. We will Tenderize the Warthog, and I guess we just play an Ice Cream Kitty. I mean, we can sack the Ice Cream Kitty to draw a card? This Technodrome's going to be on at some point. Swamp for our opponent. Combat. Hits us. I mean, we will keep taking 1. That is fine. Down to 14. We just need to get to 8 mana so we can cast our Future Shark. Wow. Okay, maybe they have a Disappear card. The Putrid Pales. Alright, sure. Ton of passes. We draw Swamp. Now play the Swamp. Play the Splinter. We have to sack something. We do need to kill this. Man, sacking the Splinter feels so bad. How can we do this in a sane way? Can we do this in a sane way? Yeah, let's just pass. There's not a ton of counters in the set. Let's pass, see what our opponent does. Yeah, apparently it's all a Daredevil spoof. Opponent also Going to 3 colors. Going to go to combat. Opponent gets in. What is our smartest way to do this? No, we gotta do it this. We gotta do it with the ice cream. I want to keep the ice cream kitty alive so we can sack it to Technodrome. Actually, what if we just do this? Let's just do this. Let's just block. Yeah, let's do it this way. We'll just block the Putrid Pails. Opponent's gonna sneak a Foot Ninjas. That's fine. And then we will we will stomp by the Foot Ninjas. Oh, take 0. Found it. Squirrel noids. Passes. Mana value 3 or less, so it can't get that. Well, alright, we will pass the turn. Turns out getting to 8 mana is kind of tricky. It is not that easy to get to 8 mana opponent island. Opponent is doing it though. Opponent combat. Gonna get in. I mean, we have to kill this thing. Sorry, Splinter. So not, we want to be drawing artifacts to do this with, not sacking our creatures ideally, but you do what you gotta do. Opponent passes, we draw land. Okay, okay. 6 mana. 6 mana, come on. 2 more manas. We are almost to Armageddon. And then 1 more, we get to Craig. Opponent combat, gonna get in, hit us. Down to 13, passes. Ooh, Transdimension. Okay, there's a Bovine. There's a Bovine. Give us a little more mana. Oh, opponent does not know that 8 mana is actually important. They might not kill it. They think we already got a bunch of mana. Opponent island. Opponent come. Opponent's drawing a ton of lands. Opponent getting in. Sure, we will take it. Down to 12. Opponent passes. Okay, where's our Krang? Where's our Krang? Where's our Krang? Where's our Krang? Come on, play some more creatures, opponent. Show us your bombs. Play some bombs for the future, Shark. Opponent combat. Gets in. Hits us to 11. And Northern Vanguard. Welcome, nobody. Welcome to the Vish Bowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, opponent gets down to nobody. Scries 1 to the top. Plays a land. I think we wait 1 more turn. We wait 1 more turn. Oh, another Bovine. All right. Our opponent's going to play some bomby thing, and we're going to blow them out so hard. Come on. They scried it to the top. It's got to be good. Oh, sweet mother. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to make things tricky. The cloning of Shredder. Huh. Well, that is kind of a bomb. So our opponent's going to exile a creature and get 3 copies of it over 3 turns. Wall of Chaos, welcome to the Vish Bowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, opponent gets the foot. So now we got to wait on the future Shark. Well, okay, let's get rid of the Squirrelinoids. Block the nobody. Opponent passes, we draw land, so play the land. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we're just gonna take it this turn. We're gonna play the Bovine, we're gonna pass the turn. This Technodrome has not felt great. Yeah, I mean, we are gonna get the bomb out of the way. Does machines, sure. So opponent mills, draws, discards, down to 13 cards in hand in their deck. This Technodrome has not done anything. Yeah, opponent's got a lot of life. Man, this format does seem super grindy. Wow. Oh, and that's game. Well, yeah, I mean, that does do it. Didn't know you had to play around that card. Not a card that I really expected someone to put in their deck, but LeBlanc goes his own path. Oh, yeah, we're super dead. And opponent's going to tap down the Bovine. I think even if we draw a Krang, I think we're dead now. We needed the Shark. No, I mean, I didn't think anyone would play it because it doesn't seem like a playable card. Not that it didn't exist. More of the, I didn't think people would put it in their deck because it's it's not a card that you normally would play, but opponent, yeah. The discard, the Mind Rot. Ah, LeBlanc is a champion in League. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that's true. But draw 2, lose 2 for 3 is pretty bad. Like, I don't know. Both maybe the flexibility makes it worth it. Hey, what's up, Snago? How are you? Mind Rot in some form. Yeah, maybe this is a Mind Rot format. I guess this is a pretty grindy format. So it's a card that goes up in value if people are playing slow decks and holding on to cards all game. Then it does. Then it does go up in value. I mean, well, okay. We got some ramp and we got a Krang. I think this is a good example of, well, we'll see. It's our first draft. But I will say, I think you probably want to try to be one of the 5 archetypes. I feel like, I don't know if this is a set that's going to support much in between the archetypes. Like, is it going to support the possibility of being a Golgari artifact deck? Not sure. Not sure if it actually will. Well, let's play the Frog Butler. I still think Krang is probably game over against a lot of decks. Opponent, Donatello. Yeah, we better just kill that before it starts to pop off. So, kill that. Play the land. Get down the Zoo Escapees. I mean, maybe we just ram into this Krang. What's your hype level, Snago, for the TMNT set? Opponent gets a big flyer and a mutagen. Well, we're gonna play the Bovine. Play the legitimate business. Oh, that's just legitimate business. Now we have a legitimate business person and a legitimate business for them to work in. Thank you, New York City Block. New York City Block. New York City Block. They ain't too smart. Own it. Mutagen. Gonna crack it. Grow into a 4/4 flyer. How close are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn we can do it. All right. So let's play the land. Play the land, and then next turn, see if Krang is as game ending as we hope. We will see. Oh, it's illegitimate. Oh, that's less cool. Opponent. More scientists. Going to stun the Frog Butler. Gonna go attacking. Now we can't cast it because our opponent played another scientist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can't do it. Man, that's so annoying. All right, pass the turn. Oh, so obnoxious. that was the strokes, actually. This Ray Fillet, the Man Ray, too good. Actually, no, these scientists just being obnoxious and tapping down our mana when we only have Krang in hand. Bound it. There's no, I mean, we have the mana to cast. We would have had the mana to cast it last turn if our opponent wasn't tapping down all of our stuff. So block a scientist. Our opponent probably just has another silly tap down effect. So we get a mutagen. Well, all right. Watch our opponent have a counter. I'm going to cry. I am going to actually cry if we do all this and then our opponent just counters it. The Stomp by the Foots have not felt that good. It hasn't felt like we've had enough artifacts to support them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this feels so bad, but we're going to sack the Frog Butler. See if we can get rid of the Ray Fillet. All right, opponent was holding a counter. All right. Well, we got the counter out of the hand, and now we play the Krang, and let's see if you can beat the Krang. All right, opponent. That's what we got. Does this have Vigilance? It does not. Do we hit for 9? Probably not. Yeah, all right. I think we stay on defense. All right, opponent. Let's see another one of your silly tap 'em down spells. Opponent. Gonna remove a counter to draw a card. Untaps. If they just deal with Krang. Oh my. Krang is stone cold unplayable. Why do you do this to me, chat? Why? Why, chat? Why? Why, chat? Why did you do this? Krang is so bad. Well, the good news is we're gonna lose so quickly with this Krang deck that we're gonna just do another draft. So I guess that's a nice bonus, right? That's some upside. So we can play the Ice Cream Kitty. But now we're just chump blocking to try to stay alive. Yeah, we're just dead. All right, let's crack this. See if we can hit a removal spell. No. And all right. It's your fault, Galaxy. I blame you. I blame you specifically. All right, we're gonna go to draft 2. It's just not okay. All right. Do we do one more with this, or do we just go to draft 2? 2 and 2 are your first. What did you go, Galaxy? What were your colors? We'll do one more game, but I think win or lose, we're probably gonna call it this one, so we can do another draft. How do you like pick 2, Trazinger? Just arrived, ready to play my most crazy plays. Krang sacked to Technodrome Cowabunga move. Yeah, we built the most against the odds deck possible. It turns out that the set is what people said, which is just all removal, and that makes cards like Krang not very good. If your opponents can just tap them down or answer them, there's really not much of a motivation to try to ramp into a 9. Oh, there it is. There's our buddy. Well, let's cycle this, I guess, because we're missing land drops. Get another forest. Play the land, pass the turd. So initial impressions is Krang not great. And initial impressions is you probably got to be one of the archetypes, right? Yeah, we have this stupid Splinter that's horrible in hand every game. The Stomp by the Foots seem very, very painful. We haven't had enough good stuff to sacrifice to them. So I think it's got to be like Wizards tells you the 5 archetypes. You probably got to pick one of those 5 archetypes. But this is a very, very early impression, so could change. Amazing 9-drop doesn't have Ward. I mean, it does have Indestructible, which is nice, but Indestructible, that was a mechanic that was stronger a few years ago. Bound it. Gonna crack their mutagen on their Michelangelo, make it a 3/3. And what are you doing, opponent? Gonna get in with a Michelangelo? Sure. About it. Mouser Mark. And we miss Landra. You know what? All right, draft 2. We're going to call it. I'm done with this deck. Let's try again. Is it? Yeah. Is it as good at making artifact tokens? But then you're not going to have Stomp by the Foot, right? Probably. I don't know how realistic splashing is. It seems like there's a little bit of fixing, but not much. I mean, there's a cycle of common duels. There's a cycle of common duels, a couple of mana rocks, but not a ton. Oh, Avacyn. Yeah. I mean, I think Krang is, if your artifact's a better Avacyn in a lot of ways, because that has haste, right? Which is kind of insane, and it gives your other stuff haste. But yeah, the world has just changed. So much bounce and exile and so forth now that I'm not sure it's actually that strong anymore. All right, rare is Weathermaker. Not very good. Bespoke Bow. When it enters, bounce a non-land permanent. That's probably pretty good. When it attacks, another target creature gains Death Touch. The Neuterons. 4 mana 2/4 Flying Alliance. Whenever another creature you control enters, it gets +1/+0 until an determined attacks. Absolutely from target creature you own. Return to the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. Okay. One of the fun things or weird things about small sets is you can potentially get a whole bunch of versions of one card. So you could easily end up with like 8 of a, not easily, but you could end up with like 8 copies of a single card, which can lead to some funny things. Boots and Graves would be fine in Standard. They probably wouldn't even see play in Standard. I think we've had Boots in Standard kind of recently. We're just going to take this Bow. I feel like that's just the best card. Oh boy. Turtles in Time. 6 mana, bounce all creatures. Each player may shuffle their hand and graveyard into their library. Another one of the May wheels. Each player may shuffle their hand and graveyard into their library. Each player does draw 7. I think this card's... Is this card any good? Oh, there's so many legends. Everything's a legend these days. So what is our... So green, black, and green, blue, I guess are the green, blue mutagens. Green, black disappear. Is Turtles in Time? Turtles in Time's probably just not worth it, right? I mean, that's removal. Yeah, let's try it. It's a mythic. Oh, can you be mill? Kitsune Technique is... Half your deck is a lot in limited. I could see... Are there other mill cards? Are there any mill cards? All right, I actually have to look. Are there any other cards in the set that actually mill? Or is it literally just Kitsune Technique? Kitsune Technique. Okay, the only way to mill up... So Kitsune Technique is actually very bad in limited. So Minion West Wind Avatar. Sack land or token, green 3 life. Beginning round step, if print off the battlefield, draw a card. Actually, you know what? Maybe Kitsune Technique's fine. We can try it. Ooh, Lessons from Life. Lessons from Life seems good. A little bit of card draw, a little bit of ramp. Tainted Treats. Destroy target artifact. I mean, this card seems pretty good. Destroy an artifact or creature for 3, maybe get a food. It would kind of put us into 3 colors, which is probably not ideal. But what else are we taking here? There's Little Orphan Annie. There's a land cycler, I guess. This land doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's take the treats. Wow, another Tainted Treats. Okay. Well, we will take another Tainted. We'll figure out the mana later. We're going to keep taking Tainted Treats for now. Oh, this card got us good that one game. Tainted Treats. Should just draft all the food, do a pizza draft? We could just do a straight up pizza draft. Well, this has Ward. Punk Frogs. See, they're not legendary. Definitely gonna need some 2-drops. One of these days. Let's take a Bebop for some fixing. We could end up cutting blue. That's possible. Ooh, if we want to be a food deck, I feel like this card's actually very good. Is this card better than I'm giving it credit for? Like, how good is the draw 2, lose 2 for 3? So you would like it to be one more. Well, it's early. We'll probably get a food to go with this. Plus, we just really want a 2-drop. So I think just getting a 2-drop is pretty good. There's a chance that we're, like, not that heavily... Like, Turtles of Type Kitsune Technique may or may not actually make the deck. They may or may not actually make the deck. It's actually possible that we're just a straight-up Golgari deck. Although I would like to play the Lessons from Life. And the bow seems good. Until end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes an artifact creature with base bar toughness 4/4 draw card. Cowabunga. 2/2 flyer for 3. I mean, this is fine. We already have a pile of 3s, though. Yeah, let's just take the Cowabunga. I mean, Tunneler Rats is a 2-drop. This might be better. Yeah, let's try the card draw thing. More 3-drops. Well, we'll find some non-3-drops at some point. Mouser Foundry, that's one of the cards that's good at making a bunch of 1/1s. That doesn't seem great. Doesn't seem great, but maybe. We might need the Foot Mystic. These foot cards. Tomer. Whenever I see them, I think of Tomer on the podcast and just start laughing still. I can't believe how much Tomer and Krim cracking up at Tomer. so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Yes, that's actually fixing. That is actually fixing if we do stay 3 colors. Escape Tunnel actually gets the manas. So Sign of Blood, Mind Rot is a card now. I mean, basically, it is 3 mana, so it's a little bit on the pricey side, but it is a card. I mean, I don't think this thing's bad. It's so funny to me, because I remember, like, a decade ago. Yeah, I don't know, maybe even more than that now. But I definitely remember when people were like, oh my god, Windrake, that's a very solid common. Just a 3-mana 2/2 flyer was a very solid common. And now we get so many 3-mana 2/2 flyers with huge upsides. And they're kind of mid and limited now. So I think that's another example of just how much more powerful things have gotten. So what do we get here? Everything Pizza. Finds a land. We're never going to activate it. Genghis Frog. Genghis Frog makes mutagen in our colors. I heard the Ooze is actually kind of busted. I heard it's actually just kind of a busted card. I kind of just want to take it. I think the Death Toucher's good, but I feel like the Ooze is actually probably pretty good. Repeatable token production. We're gonna try the Ooze. It repeatedly makes artifacts. They can turn into +1/+1 counters. It seems solid to me. This card I think might be good and constructed. 2 3-drops for 2 mana reanimate, pretty good. Shredder's Armor, 2 mana. Sack an on-land permanent to equip it, but it enters it. That doesn't seem great. This is a ton of mana, a ridiculous amount of mana. We have no 2-drops. We could take this thing. Like, I feel like this is fine. At least the version that was in Avatar Limited, the 5 mana, was it Lost Days? That was very good. And this kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, let's just take it. I feel like this card's going to be at least, like, decent. Ooh, spicy oatmeal pizza. We do want a pizza card at some point. Because we do have this thing that tutors up pizza. We really need 2-drops. Do 2-drops just not exist in this format? Can't attack unless you control another artifact. Huh. Enters, return to 1 creature or food card from a graveyard to your hand. Not much in black. There's this thing that we don't have the pieces to sneak off of. I mean, I guess we just take this. Party Dude is back. Some fixing. Well, that is a pizza card. It is a food card. Michelangelo Game Master, at the beginning of your end step, if opponent left the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I mean, that has pretty good stats. That's another 3-drop. We just have 3 drops. Free drop. Ooh, brainstorm. I like that art. I don't want to think about what that red's doing in the art, but I think that is one of the better pieces of art from the special sheet. Just the background looks so cool. Otherwise, I mean, this is removal. Are we even going to be in blue? 1 blue card, 2 blue card, 3. We do have the fixing. I mean, I guess we're probably going to be in blue. Oh, 3-drop tribal. Search your library for 2 basics. Put them on the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle. Are there just not 2-drops in this set? Maybe there just aren't 2-drops in this set. Look at this curve. this curve. 7 threes. 7 threes is way... Like, the scientists would be fine. I just don't think we can take another 3. Same with this thing. Yeah. New generation technique's not good. I hope we don't have to play it, but I can't just keep taking 3s. We can't keep taking 3s. These mousers might have to carry for us. Oh, wait. No, this is probably better. We might actually just be... Okay, there's some more fixing. There's some fixing. Oh, wait. Oh, squirrelnoids. Squirrelnoids might be even better. Donatello, I think, yeah. Donatello's good. This actually plays pretty good defense. All right, we're gonna take the fixing. We're gonna take the fixing. I don't know if that's correct or not. There's just no way we can crack this. We do want a pizza to tutor up, but we'll take this. We'll take the Tunnel Rats. Not a good card, but it is. I could have multiples of these. Apparently no one wants to be Boros. We'll take the surveillance cam. Real Boros, man. Maybe we should just be Boros because Boros is incredibly open. Oh, yeah, we're gonna take another fixing. Zog. And all right, come on, bomb. We need some. Ooh, Bebop and Rocksteady. Rocksteady count as a bomb. So we have to discard or sack whenever it attacks or blocks, but it's a 3-mana 7/5, so it's huge. What does this do? 2-mana 2/2. When it enters, mill 3 cards. When it dies, you next silent. When you put a creature card from a graveyard on top of your library. I mean, that's a 2-drop. That's a 2-drop that might actually just be better. Just for, like, we have so many 3s. I actually think we just really need 2-drops just to make our curve work. I think we have to take Colin X. I know Bebop and Rocksteady is a rare and it's cool, but we really just have to make our curve functional. Saved by the shell. These puns, these turtle puns. Cause 1 less if you control a turtle, +1/+1 counter, trample, hexproof, indestructible. I mean, Leo and Dark Shredder is good, but we're not going to 3 colors. This, do we have any? How many ninjas do we have? We have 4 ninjas. I mean, maybe we just take that. It's a 2-drop. We do have a few ninjas. We could get, yeah, you know what? Let's take the Splinter. The Splinter seems reasonable. Oh boy, okay. Rewarded with an actual bomb. Last Ronin technique. Wrath. Get back a creature. Make your thing big, life linking and trampling. I mean, that's probably the new best card in our deck, honestly. I would like the Escape Tunnel, but I don't think we can pass up Last Ronin technique. Oh, okay, that's actually great. We found a food, and it's a food we actually want to play, which is anchovy and banana pizza. That gives us something we can tutor up with the courier, and it's actually just like a decent card. Skateboard. People are actually saying this is going to be like legacy playable. Maybe. I I still don't know if I buy it. I still don't know if I actually buy that it's going to be legacy playable, but people seem to think that it's going to be. Let's just take Commando. At least we've gotten some 2-drops. Our curve looks functional. Wow. I feel like this bow has to be good, right? Is this not, like, really good? Bounce and then equip? Or, like, at least reasonably. It reminds me of the Avatar vehicle that bounces. Ninja Teen. When a creature leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses a life. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have menace. I mean, that's a lot of value. That is a lot of value. We'll figure out exactly what we're doing with it later. But it seems like a lot of value. Take the pizza. When in doubt, take the pizza. Clearly, a skateboard is just designed to put the funniest thing on it. Yeah, it does. It does kind of feel that way. So we have what? Three dual lands. Oh, I hope that escape tunnel comes back. The escape tunnel coming back would be very helpful. Then we might actually have decent mana, even though we're 3 colors. I mean, I feel like this deck looks better than the last one. It's just got like the 3-color thing scares me, but the curve looks reasonable. The curve looks reasonable. We got a bunch of removal. We have at least one bomb. At least one bomb. We probably don't actually play New Generations Technique. I think I'd rather have them needed to... I think I'd rather have had them needed to do a Through the Omen Path 2 for the set rather than do TMNT. Yeah, maybe there's some upside of Through the Omen Path. I don't know. It's such a weird set. Like, some of the cards, like half the cards to me just seem like weird Kamigawa cards. Like they're cards that I was like, oh, that could, like this. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess the character looks slightly Turtles-ish, but like, just like the flavor and the overall vibe of it, to me seems like Kamigawa Neon Dynasty-esque. So like half the cards are like that, and then you just have like straight up turtle puns and pizzas. So it's kind of that weird mixture. Or even like Splinter. If it wasn't for the fact that Splinter is a character that you might know if you see in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's another card. Like, I could see that, like, we had rats that were doing ninjutsu stuff in Kamigawa, change the art a little bit, and that could have easily been, actually probably should have been a Kamigawa card. Do you see someone posting about brewing with Necro Dominance and Cool Root? Yes, I'm gonna definitely have to try that. Necro Dominance, Necro Potence. It might be some timeless or historic. Yeah, I guess it'd be timeless coming up. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to build around that because that is a pretty cool idea. Cool Root is one of the cards on this that I think could actually shake things up. I think I might actually have an impact outside of Commander. All right, how do we make this into a deck? So our mana seems reasonable. We have no way to get no cycling for green, but we have blue and black mana cycling. We have removal. So Foot Mystic I think seems weak. Lifelink is nice. Even this kind of looks like a Kamigawa card to me. I don't know what the Foot Mystic is, but it kind of looks like a Kamigawa. And then, like, it's so funny. Foot Mystic just looks like a Kamigawa card to me. And then you have Lessons from Life, which lets you know it's definitely a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles card. But they are playing Magic. I don't even know. How many creatures do we have? 13. So we probably don't want to cut too many creatures. We can go down Cowabunga. We can go down probably maybe the surveillance camera, sewer valence camera. I kind of want to try Ninja Teen. I don't know if Ninja Teen's actually going to be that good, but I feel like even just level 2 Pump and Menace is not bad, and then the Sneak could be good in the late game. I think it's interesting enough that it's worth trying. What is our last cut, chat? We got to cut one more something. Does Foot Mystic not have any feet? Nope. Does not appear to. So apparently Foot is like an organization. I ran into this with Final Fantasy too, where it's like, what is it? Sephiroth X Soldier. I was like, what is Soldier? And apparently Soldier's like an organization, not like whatever your job is to work in the military. And I think it's a similar thing that Foot is like an organization or something. Feet are mystical. Tomer told me that. Oh, Tomer. I don't know why it's so funny to tease Tomer about feet now. I don't know why I'm enjoying that so much. Let's just go down maybe this Insectoid Exterminator seems. Although this does let us sneak off of it. Yeah, let's go like that. Let's go like that. Well, here we go. Sultai Magic the Gathering cards. Some of them with turtles on them. Draft take 2. Let's see if we can get some wins. Let's see if we can actually get some wins. Ninja Team has been good. Oh, sweet. Have you ever taken the opportunity to look at my Secret Lair Commander for Clash? Ooh. I haven't. Is this all Secret Lair? Do you actually have this this deck built, Chaos Factor? Like, do you have it with all the Secret Lair versions, or is this just like a theoretical deck, or did you actually just get a bunch of Secret Lairs and actually build the deck? I mean, you get a lot of unique art. That's definitely one of the coolest aspects. The Academy, that's in my Dinah's Garage eating a sandwich deck. All right. I mean, our mana, we got all 3 colors. Tron has been assembled. We will not complain about that. Get down the land and pass the turn. Yeah, I know, seriously. I need to get the Stranger Things cards apparently for my little nephew Jax. He likes the Stranger Things card. That is the way. That is the way to get him. That's the way I think I can get him into Magic, maybe. Well, let's get a courier. Grab the anchovy and banana pizza. Hey, what's up? Oh, we're up against Nummy. Hey, tell Kenji what's up. I didn't even notice that it was Nummy. Wow. So we're starting off in hard mode here. Well, let's go to combat. Get in with the courier. I think we have to just land cycle. We could play this. Yeah, I think we just island cycle here. There's nothing to really bow. Turtle Van. All right, let's island cycle this. So what does this do? When a vehicle attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that crewed it, then if it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, double its counters. Okay. Yeah, let's just bounce that, I think. Plus, we want an artifact on the battlefield for the Donatello, so bounce the Turtle Van, play the land, hit you down to 18. What do you got? What do you got, Kenji? What do you got? I mean, we're doing all right so far. See, I thought that card might be reasonable. Do we just kill it? So if it disappears, you get to make a 1/1 flyer. We can kill it, although I kind of feel like that's... Like, Nummy knows that we have the anchovy and banana pizza. So apparently he doesn't care too much if we kill it. Is this just the bait to get us to kill this instead of killing the bomb that's about to come up? Probably. So how do we play around that? Let's play the land. You know what? Let's just draw cards. Whatever. Lessons from life. Draw some cards. Put the land into play. Pass the turd. Tainted treats for days. I wonder how this set does on Arena. I'm somehow less offended by it than Spider-Man, probably because there's no pretense of seriousness. The whole 5 archetype draft thing sucks. No getting around that, though. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Oh, we need a land. We need a land. We need a land. All right. Donatello, we got an artifact. Draw a land. Ooh, not a land. Well, let's play the Mouse Mark III. Get in for 1. Pass the turd. Oh, this Turtle Van is kind of frightening. And hey! Yo, 524 with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. An anonymous gift sub. Definitely appreciate it, anonymous gifter. Do you untap Don? Let me see. Untapped hasn't been working right lately. But yes, it is on. I don't know why it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. 2 mana up. Oh, what tricks are there? So removal. If we double block, removal gets us. If we don't block, though, we're taking a lot of damage. Yeah, I think we double block the van and see if there's removal, then there's removal, but I think we need to. All right, death in the family, sure. So we draw land. We will anchovy and banana pizza. Get rid of the Michelangelo. Keep chipping in with the courier. Pass the turd. I mean, maybe these tainted treats will carry. Been playing your Mono Blue Flash budget deck. Is there anything you would add to the deck from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Ew, pizza face. Okay. That's a bit of a concern. Gonna crew it. Yeah, we gotta kill Pizza Face. We got to. We're gonna take a bunch of damage here, but if we kill the turtle, then the Pizza Face triggers and grows this flyer, and then we're in kind of a sketchy spot anyway. So we drop to 8. They get a 1/1 flyer, unfortunately. We're not getting anything. Now let's play the commando. Please don't mill our good cards. Please don't mill our good card. All right, we milled 2 lands and a Michelangelo. That's kind of fine. Yeah, we gotta start seeing on defense. Getting in for one's not doing anything. Longtime fan, first time on the stream I've ever been live. Hey, welcome, Eternal Echo. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. I don't. Let me look. I haven't updated the Mono Blue Flash deck, but I can. Oh, there's an ice cream kitty. My guess is no. All right, there's the turtle van. These flyers. What do we do about these flyers? Gets in. Grows the kitty. So we need to draw the wrath. We need to draw the wrath, but we can't draw the wrath. Tainted treats, kill this flyer. This thing actually does seem pretty good. It looked good on paper, and it seemed to have played well for our opponent. There's a bovine. Well, let's play the bespoke bow. Bounce the kitty. Ninja Teen. Mutagen on the courier. And pass the turd. I feel so if we level this up, we can sneak stuff, but we don't really have anything great to sneak. We need to find that wrath. Our wrath is apparently in the very bottom of our deck. There's a leather. We really need to find that wrath. There's a leatherhead. Opponent fires up the turtle van, gets it. Add some counters. I mean, we are going to double block again. See how we get blown out. All right, stomped by the foot. All right, that might be the death of us. So we can put a creature on the top of our deck. None of them seem very good. I guess Donatello draws a card. Yeah, I guess Donatello makes sense. Or do we just have to hit the wrath this turn? If we Donatello... Well, I guess we'll see. If the card we draw is a Wrath, we might be kind of sad. Donatello, draw a card. We were not going to draw the Wrath anyway. So play the land. Play the Tunnel Rats. But unless we draw the Wrath, like, right now, I don't even know if we survive this turn. Anchovy and Banana Pizza. Sure. Kills our big flyer. So that thing has trample. That crew's for 1? Yeah, that's gonna do it. Oh, never found it. Never found a bomb. I mean, Nummy's deck looked good. Oh, Turtleman, yeah, Turtleman looked impressive. I mean, also, it was just backed up by infinite removal. This set seems to have an insane amount of removal. The crab, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this format. I do not know what to make of this format. I mean, this time we found the last Ronin technique. Well, let's play the escape tunnel past turn. Foot headquarters, eh? Well, let's crack the escape tunnel. Grab a Schwamp. Yeah, let's just play the tap land so we can actually play a real card next turn. Like maybe the Ninja Teens. Not that we have any creatures to go with it, but I mean, Tainted Trade seems powerful. So, pick 2. I mean, this is a set that's designed for pick 2. The thing with pick 2 is I feel like pick 2, I don't know. Pick 2 is definitely a very different format. Wow, just running out the little flyer, eh? Well, I think we got a land cycle here because we need to stop missing land drops. So let's land cycle this. Grab an island. I definitely will try to pick 2 draft at some point. Kenji's got the wizards packs. Found it, swap. And I mean, Kenji's also just plays limited, like, I don't know, 12 hours a day or something for the last 20 years. So he is very good at limited. Found it. Dark, Leo, and Shredder are gonna get in and make a ninja. Huh. Well, let's level up. And play the bow. And bounce the Leo and Dark Shredder. Pass the turn. Opponent's got a lot of cards in hand, that's for sure. They have way more cards than us. All right, opponent's going to kill it. Yep. Get drained. They want to sneak their thing back into play, I think, and pick up their ninja, which is fine. Bone it. Leo Dark Shredder returns. Gonna make a ninja. Well, we are going to draw some cards. I mean, we're pretty much setting up for this Wrath, I think, is the actual game plan. And let's finish leveling it up. Nothing to sneak at the moment. Opponent. Schwamp. Come on. Just run out a bunch of creatures about it. Yeah, everyone made it sound like black is the best color. That's what I heard people saying, at least, that black is just very, very far and away the best color. I think we just... Yeah, I think we just Wrath here. Yeah, I think we just Wrath. Get rid of these ninjas, blow up the board. Opponent still got the silly blimp, but... Wraths are so brutal and limited because no one how do you play around how do you play around a mythic and expect that your opponent's have? You just can't. Like, it doesn't make sense to, because the odds are so low that you can't really play around it. But then when you are the one that gets the wrath, oh boy, it's so good. Pound it. Fires up the turtle blimp, hits us down to 14. Now we get to mill 4 cards and get back a... Yeah, I guess we just get back the Stockman. So let's play that. I mean, I imagine our opponent has some removal. We haven't really given them good targets for removal yet. So run out the Stockman. Draw and discard. Get rid of the swamp. Man, let's just play the land. Play the land and see what our opponent does. We'd really like our thing to live because now we get to gain some life. But we can't really do anything to make it live. Mardu Blink. Interesting. That sounds sweet. What are your bombs, Exaltino? Oh, opponent. Anything in specific really stand out? What are we doing, Koya? Opponent gonna crew up the turtle blimp. And kill the Stockman. Oh, no. Wow, okay. Block? Opponent's gotta have shenanigans. Okay, that's fine. We'll just tasty treats it. We really just want our thing to live so we can get the last boat of the last Ronin here. Alright, opponent's gonna anchovy and banana pizza to kill it. That's fine, our opponent gets drained. So, unfortunately, Last Ronin technique doesn't do anything. We are going to need to find just an actual creature. We have all these sneak cards that we can sneak, but no creatures to sneak off of. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just pass. Our opponent's only hitting us for 2, so it's not that much damage. Found it, planes. And gonna get in and hit us. Oh, are we sneaking? Going to sneak a foot ninjas. All right, so we'll just deal with that. Oh no, do we punt? Do they have another one? Oh. I mean, was that even a punt, though? Like, you either take damage, right? So if you're going to not take the damage, you got to do it then. But it opens up your opponent sneaking a second time. All right, opponent's playing Splinter Technique. I don't know if that's actually a punt or not. Like, if we waited, we could have taken 5, and then we wouldn't have had to worry about it. But, all right, opponent tutors up something. We draw even more lands. Well, let's play an illegitimate business past the turn. Man, I wish we could draw some creatures. That'd be sweet. Opponent, swamp. And Koya. Again. Sure. I mean, our opponent has to have something busted because they just tutored. Katari, Future of the Foot. Right. Well, let's eat the Splinters technique. Make a mutagen. We draw another land. Well, let's play the bow. I swear there are creatures in this deck. We have like, don't we have like 13 creatures? How do we have 13 creatures and and we just cannot? We can. What do we, is the bottom of our deck just solid creatures? It's got to be, right? Because there's only 3 in the graveyard. There's 1 in exile, so that should mean we have like 8 creatures out of 13 cards. Something like that. Opponent gonna gain a bit of life. The foot. Found it. What are we doing? Opponent gonna play a turtle lair. And gets in. Sure. Alright. Gonna sneak in the Future of the Foot. So they can return nothing to play. Well, we will just keep exiling stuff. All right, blinks out. Oh my goodness! Oh, magic gods. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, yeah, that's all the lands. We're finding all the lands. We're definitely finding all the lands. All of them. Like all of them. Mm-hmm. Opponent. So I believe the bottom of our deck is like 3 lands and like 8 creatures, something like that. Opponent gonna put a foot ninjas into play. And I think it's just gonna be too late to matter. Opponent gets in, hits us, down to 4. Can replay, alright, a Lord Drag. Apparently everyone plays Lord Drag. All these mutagens would have been sweet if we drew a creature. Opponent. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I mean, what are we even supposed to do? All right. We have to. You know what this means. You know what this means. We need to know, how screwed over did we get by the magic gods in this draft? All right, wait. So, 11 cards left. So we drew what? We drew 29 cards. So there's 40 cards in the deck. There's 17 lands. We drew 29 cards and we drew 15 lands. All right. So it's not like incredibly unlikely. It's definitely in the like the normal number would be significantly less. So we've drawn several more lands than you would typically. The bigger issue is just not finding any creatures. How many? Let's look at the deck list real quick, and then we'll do our last match. 1, and there were 3 that were in the graveyard. We have like 11 or 12, right? Didn't we check that? I feel like we looked at the deck, and there were like 12-ish creatures. Is that incorrect? 12 creatures? Okay, so it really was. The bottom of our deck really was just all the creatures. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's... What can you do about that? Like, the order of your deck, you never know. I found this old modern deck I've designed. It's control combo that wins from giving your opponent free tokens. Ooh. Some clickbait troll action, eh? I remember playing a deck very similar to this. Oh, what was the name of it? But yes, they give your opponent tokens and then try to kill them with Rakdos Charms or like Blood Artist effects. What's the one that drains when your opponent has a creature enter? Definitely cool. Like Daggerbird. I think it was Daggerbird when we played it in Standard. Yeah, it's definitely a funny archetype. I feel like, man, I kind of miss decks like this. I feel like these are the kind of decks that have sort of just been like, I don't know. I feel like these sort of decks have just been power crept out of every format. It makes me sad. Like, even if you look at Standard now, it's just so fast, right? Like, games just end on turn 4, turn 3. Everyone's Badger Mulling up to 8 mana or whatever. I feel like it's so hard to make decks like that work now, which is kind of a bummer because I think archetypes like that are so cool. Aw. So opponent's just gonna get to untap with that because we got to play a tap land. That's kind of a bummer. All right, well, get in hit you. Would you like to block opponent? We could have that silly pizza pump spell. You're risking your transdimensional bovine. Opponent should take 2 here. All right, opponent's gonna take the 2. All right, well, let's see how bad it is. Oh, opponent. Northwind Avatar. Opponent's going to do some tutoring from their sideboard. And gets something. Oh, really? You don't get to know what they get? That's interesting. Do we want to cycle this? I guess. It does thin the deck. How are we going to deal with this northern... Oh, another island. Well, playing the island... So I guess we have to play the bow and bounce the bovine. But we're kind of already behind this 5/5 flyer. We need to find a black source to play some anchovy and banana pizza. So I think the Northwind Avatar is a card that can see constructed play, but I would be very surprised if it saw playing like dragons. I think of it as more of a combo card. Like traditionally the tutor from a sideboard effect is something that well, that's not a land. Well, let's play the land. And I guess we just have to play this Donatello, try to draw a card. Can we hit a black source? No, it's another island. Okay, pass the turn. Yeah, that's super cool, Chaos Factory. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it was I wouldn't say it was a real meta deck, but it was kind of like an against the odds style deck that we played. But I think we had a similar idea. All right, retro mutation's kind of helpful. Helpful-ish. But we still can't play the removal, so we got to play the ooze. And I guess we just have to pass? Actually, all right, let's eat this. Let's mutagen on the Donatello. So I think we need to double block this thing, Venus. Double block the Venus and then deal with the Northwind Avatars, probably the hope. Opponent's gonna tenderize, all right, new plan. Deal with the Venus. Deal with the Venus and then figure out a way to draw a swamp. Draw a swamp is the answer. Raphael most attitude, opponent. Gonna get in and hit us. Swamp. So, oh my god, it's a forest. Come on, Magic Gods, please. For the love of Magic Gods. We have had I mean, I guess part of this is maybe the cost of being 3 colors, although our opponent's not having that issue. They're casting some double blue Northwind Avatars. So part of it's the cost of being 3 colors, but man, our mana has not been being kind to us this draft, even a little. Being able to cast this would make life so much easier. So let me put the bow on the rats, I guess. Play the land. I think we're just dead. Pass the turn. Oh, opponent. Can you add basics to your limited sideboard? And yeah, we're dead, right? Because this has menace, so we'd have to double block. Yeah, that does it. Well, I gotta say, those TMNT drafts did not go especially well. I don't know what to think of this set. I'm gonna have to do some more drafting, but good lord. Yeah, if only we had a Krang. I think my initial impression is Cube is pretty awesome. So that's TMNT draft, the first impression of it. I think my next step is going to be to do some pick 2 drafts, because if this set was designed for limited at all, which I don't know that it really was, we'll see. But if it was designed for limited at all, I think it was probably designed for pick 2 just because of the small set thing. So maybe it makes way more sense with pick 2 draft. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, my impression so far is there's a lot of removal. Not a lot of I mean, it's the small set thing, right? There's a lot of removal. You see the same cards kind of on repeat again and again and again, and it is what it is. But anyway, everyone, I think that's our stream for today. So a bit of drafting. We'll be back to playing Constructed next stream. Reminders on the way out the door. Yeah, the dichotomy between this and Power Cube is wild for sure. I mean, that's what Richard said from pre-release, and what everyone said from pre-release is like Golgari Black. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to explore and try some other colors. Maybe people are like over exaggerating how much you need to be in black to have all the removal in the format. So I'm gonna have to mess around. Well, let's see what these lands look like actually before we wrap up. Now they've updated. How much? Okay, 2,500 gems. So that's what, 1/8 of 100 gem packs. So you're looking at like $12 bucks, $12.50. $12.50 for the Pizza Lands. I mean, I'm gonna play these in my Guy in His Garage eating a sandwich deck because it fits perfectly with the cringe. The Rooftop Lands, I think these lands, they do have reset now, look pretty good. Like the subtle ones with the characters. They did them with Avatar, did them with Final Fantasy. They look good. I mean, the sleeves, I think the pixel sleeves look good. Even the turtle sleeves look good. If that's something you're interested in. I wonder why they're marked down. Why are they marked down? Huh. It's interesting. The gem price is... Why is the gem price marked down so much? On, like, release day. Huh. I mean, I'm not really interested in turtle emotes. This one I could see have some uses, like, I'm angry at you. But I'm not really interested in the cosmetics. Are there any good Oh no, what are the phrases? Cowabunga. Go Ninja. Never pay full price for late pizza. You fight well in the old style. Turtle power. Cowabunga. Radical. Totally tubular. Gnarly. Oh, what about these? Give 'em shell. Give 'em shell. Shelling out justice. Righteous. Bossa Nova. Wait, what was did people just say Bossa Nova to mean cool? Did I miss this one? Was that a thing? What did Bossa Nova mean? Did they actually just say Bossa Nova? What does that mean? Ninja Vanish. I love being a turtle. Okay. Deep dish action. Forgiveness is divine. But what is Bossa Nova? Okay, that's the turtle van. There's a bunch of packs. All right, I guess that's it. I don't know. I can't imagine myself buying turtle cosmetics. I'm not sure there's enough cards I'd play in standard or in any of the arena formats to make it worth it. I do think the pixel ones look the best though, but oh, Chevy Nova. That's what it is. Is there a voice? Oh, maybe. Are there voices? I didn't see a thing to click to hear the voices, but maybe. Phrase emote. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spend $10 to find out what Bossa Nova means as an arena emote. Anyway, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for today. So reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube for the old stream. Normal YouTube. Check out tomorrow's Against Odds. Check out the Brash Game match. One more shout out to Card Kingdom, our sponsor. And most importantly, thank you to our most important sponsor, all of you. I love you all. Thanks for hanging out, watching some brutal drafts. We'll get back to Constructed next week. Have a great week, everyone. Be good, and I will talk to you soon.